It's
Yeah.
which is good. So I'm going to hit record on that.
Okay.
I'm going to get you, if you like, Vicky, if you can. At the
Yeah.
bottom, you'll see next to Mike, there's share,
Yeah.
and share screen for me. Um,
Yeah. So entire
j-
screen. It's saying it could not start screen sharing. The browser is having trouble accessing my screen.
that might be a settings thing.
Yeah.
I actually do put in that for settings. So you would have used Zoom calls and that sort of thing
Yeah.
before, yeah. So it's
You
it's
know,
actually,
to be honest, I was speaking to my accountant yesterday, and I wanted to show her something, and I had the same problem, and we were trying to find
yeah.
where in my settings.
I'll
She said it's just a permissions thing.
it is a permissions. It's I'll just show you. I've got it in our in the text notes. So just give me 1 second. Um, I might put it in the chat, but also what I can do is I'll share my screen and I'll sort of talk you through
Walk through it.
in the settings. That's probably the easiest.
Yeah, I'm on a Mac. I'm not sure if you're
Yeah,
on.
I'm also on a Mac,
Oh,
so that
okay,
makes
cool.
it even better.
Yeah,
Um, so first, I'll just go through the steps. So I've got the steps in front of me, and then we'll work through them if you like.
yeah,
That way, you can see how. Right now, troubleshooting share screening. Here we go. So, and this is actually for a Mac, so I believe. So I'm just going to back in our chat box. You're still on Whereby anyway, aren't you? So
uh-huh.
if you click on the chat, I'll just send that. Hang on. There. So if you open that chat screen, and then once you've got that, but then I'll go through
Yeah,
the steps. We'll go through the steps together. Unfortunately, it clumped it all up, but anyway, open in a new window. Are you using a Mac? Check the OS level permissions. Right. Um, so what I'll do, I'll share my screen, and then I'll show you from my screen. I think that's probably the best bet.
yeah,
Um, so it probably doesn't matter too much which side I set up. I'll just share this one. Yep. Okay. So, at the top here where it's got so basically in our things it says go to your settings, right? So the
yeah,
settings is up the top here, and
yeah,
system preferences is this
yeah,
part here, right? So maybe you can go along at the same time if you
yeah,
like.
yeah. I am.
And then so we've got system preferences. Click on security and privacy, right? So security and privacy is, might find it before here. It's just this little house on the right hand side.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
click on that. And then, so it's, what's this one? So click on scroll down, screen recording section, right?
Yes.
So screen recordings on the left hand side. So if I
Yeah,
click on that, my
yeah,
ones will already been ticked, but you can see we're using. I think, are you using Google Chrome? Do you know?
yeah. I am
Yeah.
actually.
So basically, what you'll do is that you'll have to um, probably click on the lock to make changes. You see, you got the same
Yeah,
thing, yeah.
yeah.
And then
So there we go. So Google Chrome app, and then it quit and reopen.
yeah,
So I might
so
have to join the call again. It
yeah,
says.
that may be the case. That's right.
Yeah.
So maybe, but that's okay. Let's go through the steps and then. Okay, there we go. Let's see
Sorry
how.
about that. That cut you off then.
Oh no, that's
Um,
okay.
okay,
Let's
so
see how we go now.
yeah, continue with share screen. I think that's So I'm doing my entire
Yeah.
screen.
And then
Click
there's a
that. Share.
look at that. Hey, that was good. So
That was easy.
that was well done. I might be able to make that a shorten now. And this is how you do things. And now at the top, so you don't get that cascading screen.
Yeah.
If you just click on another tab, just open a new tab perhaps up the top
Yeah.
there. Perfect. And maybe the first one you could put there, Vicky, is just open the Studio Glow website.
Oh, yeah.
Glow Studios website. Studio Glow. Yeah, should do it. And okie doke. And then let me just double check. Did you? I think you probably have. But I was thinking the next thing we can do is, yep, you've already gone in there before, so maybe just open a new tab and just open up Basecamp for me,
Oh, yeah.
where you signed in. So if you write yeah, there you go. See that if you've already, yeah, that one down there, you've already opened it up before. Awesome,
Yeah, I was
excellent.
in when you sent it, and then I went in last night and I was trying to put a few things together in there for you.
Kiddo.
Um, so I redid our logo icons,
Oh, okay, yeah.
as in the the pink G, because
Mm-hmm.
the one that was off the website was quite small, and I noticed in your social media image sizes that like
Mm-hmm.
400 by 400 pixel was kind of
Yep.
like the biggest one required, and
Okay.
I popped them into the Dropbox folder of that I had
The
a link
link.
to our
Oh,
shared
perfect.
Dropbox
Okay,
folder.
even that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, you're one step ahead. You and I did a little merge cover, so I don't know between the two of us, we could decide. It's around. I don't know if you saw
Oh
that as
yeah.
well. So I did a bit of a postcard
So
sort of thing. Yep.
oh, I
But
did see those
but
postcards,
yep.
and so I have left them up there. And what I wanted to say was, we actually have received a bit of news that our building here, we actually need to vacate. So
Okay.
this building in West Melbourne is not going to be around. I mean, it'll be around for like 6 months,
So we'll
but
take
after
that
that,
off then. So I'll just, I've still got so we'll do a different one that doesn't have that featuring then. Is that what you're thinking?
yeah, what I'm thinking is that we just focus on the ones like
Correct.
pictures and stuff of the
Yeah.
ones in Footscray, so we don't
Yeah.
have to go back and
Yeah. You were saying that could be the case. Yep. All
yeah,
right. There you
yeah.
go. Will that create a bit of upheaval for you, or is something you kind of anticipated?
Well, actually, no, it was a bit of a surprise because we actually thought that that would happen when the building was sold, and the owner said, "No, we're not developing, and
Right.
that we will be fine to be here, and we can take up our next term of our lease." So then we got comfortable and thought, "Okay, we've got another
Mm.
4 years here. That's great." And then they came around with, just like a week or so ago and said, "Oh no, actually, we're going to do some works to the building, and we need you to vacate." So it's like, oh God, okay, um, but
Okay.
I
At
mean,
least
the whole reason why we
you've got the
got the
secondary
studios down at
spaces, haven't you? So I
Footscray
guess that's
was,
the thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Very good.
Anyway,
Yeah, no problems. Well, let's go
yeah,
back to that base camp. Sounds like we're going to be pretty well prepared anyway. So I'll
yeah.
just get to click up the top where it's got that setup and planning checklist. So any that
Uh,
hyperlink in the discussions or latest project updates, it's got a hyperlink that just says setup and planning checklist in
oh
the
yeah,
middle part.
yep.
Yeah, that's it. Awesome. And then scroll to the top,
Okay.
and then what we can do here is, so we're okay. You're signed into Basecamp. We've talked about pics and that sort of stuff, so that's all good.
Yep.
Um, and we know that we're going to go okay with Wi-Fi and all those sorts of things. And let's just scroll down a little bit further. It sounds like you've already opened the Dropbox, which is great.
Yep.
Well, I'll get you just to perhaps right-click on that Dropbox, so you got
Yep.
that open as well. And while you do that, um, even though you can access, I'll invite you to it with your email as well. So
Oh, okay.
that
Yep.
way,
So do
so
you
if
want me just to open it up in a new tab? This
yeah, just
one.
open in a new
Yeah.
tab. So you've got in there, but seems like you probably, if you're one of the few, it sounds like you're reasonably au fait with Dropbox, which is good. So
Oh, yeah, we
yeah,
use Dropbox, yeah, in our
perfect.
business. That's
Yeah,
our main.
um, so I'll just put it. Mind you, I sort of share the folder now, and then it has people saying, "Oh, that somebody wants to join your team," and I was like, "It's not about joining the team; it's just having access to the folder." But I'll
The
make sure.
folder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'll just send it to your Vicky, and
yep,
that way you become a member on that folder in any case. So
yeah,
give me 1 second. Um, and so that's that.
yeah,
Um, the, okay, so that's you'll get an email with that, but it's, as I said, normally that's when people haven't already accessed and found it, but you've
yeah,
done that, so clearly you've been added to that folder as well now, just so
yeah,
you know. Um, cool. So then, if we go back to the checklist, yeah, and then we might open a few of these other ones up. So we'll start with LinkedIn.
yeah.
Um, so if you just open a new tab, yeah, that's it.
Uh, That's actually, I'll just have to check if I'm logged into. Oh no, it's my, yeah, my personal LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because
Okay.
sometimes it goes to my partner's LinkedIn.
Okay. Cool. So that's your one. So yeah, well, you can just be on your profile. Yep.
Yeah,
Cool. And then the next one, which you probably don't need to right click on the Basecamp one, but just do
yeah,
maybe Facebook. If we
yeah.
open Facebook,
Okay. And
yeah,
that's in my personal
yeah,
account.
that's
Yeah.
okay. But I think hopefully there's a shortcut. So when you go to Studio, so how do you normally navigate to
So I go
Glow Studio?
to pages
Yeah.
and then Glow
There you go.
Studio.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. No worries. So yeah, you can. Yep. That's it. Um, then we'll go. Um, if you want, you can put, well, again, the way you've just done it, if you want to just go to Instagram.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the broken one. But let me try.
Yeah. There we go. So what's this saying? So this page isn't, so yeah, it's going your own. So now if you're on the left-hand side, if you just click on profile for me, and that's what you were
Um,
telling me how you'd had some issues with things. So
yeah,
underneath create, you click on profile.
yeah,
And I think you'd said you'd had some issues getting that photo done, but trying to do it on here. So that's
yeah,
okay. We'll make sure we fix that. So that's
yeah.
good. Um, all right. And the next one we'll go to is if you just click on and we'll go Twitter.
Yeah.
We're going to create. Oh, actually, whilst I didn't find one specifically, I don't think you had a Twitter. Is that right? Or
I don't think we've got one for Glow Studios.
no?
No,
Okay.
I think maybe years ago. I've never been a Twitter user. I might have started up like my own personal one, but
Yeah. So we'll do a sign up with phone or email.
right.
The next one, yeah, that would be good. And we'll use while we're here, given we've got the other ones open easy enough. Let's go. Are we? Are you gonna call? So we got Glow Studios. You call the others is Glow Studios Melbourne.
Yeah.
Will you call this maybe Glow Studios Melbourne?
I suppose consistency is good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Should I be doing it all as one word? Is
No,
this?
no, that's good there.
Yeah,
So it'll that's the business name, and I would see how underneath it's got use email instead. I'd use your Glow Studio email in the first instance.
yeah. Okay, I'll do it there again. So that would be from my personal account. It says it's already been taken.
Okay.
I
So
do
that
have,
suggests that if it's already been taken, oh, that would be for your personal. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. S-
I'm just going to do
Do,
info and
yeah. I was going to say, is there a generic one?
oh,
So that
maybe
one's
we
taken
do.
too.
Why would
Well,
we
you know
not?
what you could do if it's already taken. Are you
Yeah.
using it personally?
No, no, I'm not.
So let's go. Let's close this
Okay.
and let's go. Use your email and say forgot password.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
we'll go sign in.
I might have new to Twitter. Where's sign in? Because these are all sign
Oh
up.
yeah.
Okay.
So it says sign up. What's that one up the top? It says sign in as Vicky, right?
This
Oh no,
one
but
here.
that's wanting to create you as a Google. Let's
Yeah.
go. Maybe let's go back a screen. You know when you did the search, and
Yeah.
let's see. If it is unusual. Normally it's the other way around. It's got sign in. It wants you to sign in, and probably not the search up the top there. The search up the
Oh,
right up the top.
okay. I'm just checking Glow Studios in case in the past I ever did
To see
do
if you could
one.
find what it
Because
looks
I don't
like.
know where info at would be for, but it's not. That's all right. None of these are ours anyway. Um, okay. Sorry. So
Let's
where am I?
just up in the top URL bar. Just do Twitter
Oh,
site.
hang
Yeah.
on. Can you see down here?
Oh yeah. Oh
Login.
yeah. There it is. Yeah. Log
Okay.
in. Yep. Good. Yep.
Uh,
Maybe what you could do, see it's at the bottom, it's got sign. Oh, look, you've already got some couple of ones there.
yeah,
So there you
because I
go.
use a password manager.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's good. All right, yeah, so that's your Vicky one.
Yeah.
Um, why don't you sign in with that one, and then we'll use the other. So at least you may as well maintain your personal one, right?
Right.
Um, but we'll switch accounts for the other one, right? So the
Right.
other one's clearly been done for Glow Studios, I reckon.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So confirmation code. I don't think I've got two-factor on this one, but it might be. Here we
S-
go.
So it sounded like something came through. Perfect. All right. So, um, are you because that's the same image you've got, I think, for your Twitter, which probably makes sense, which is good.
Yeah.
Um, what you could do, review your email.
I'll just.
Yeah, you can go yes with that, so that's fine. Um, where it's got profile under Twitter Blue,
Yeah.
what we could potentially do, and not that we're going to use this one, but you could. Um, make a well, actually for now, why don't I get you, well, you've got it and you kind of use it. We might come back to this, but at the bottom where it's got the three dots,
Yeah.
it'll ask you whether sorry, right down there, yeah, it'll ask you if you want to switch accounts. So it says, what does it say?
Add an
Add an
existing
existing. Yeah,
account.
so click on add an existing,
Okay. And then.
and then try and put the out there, the whatever the other one that it knows. See how it was predicting the other one? Oh, okay. Info at Glow Studios here. And just go forgot password with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw what the username did we?
No, we hadn't. There wasn't it. What would it? I'm gonna try. Studios. You know what? Let me try up here in one password first and see if I actually.
Yeah.
Twitter. Oh, Twitter Glow. Here we go. Oops. That's not username, though, is it?
So just you should be able to click in there and just
So
run your
I'm
cursor.
gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna log
Yeah,
out of that and I'm gonna go
just have a try. So yeah,
because
switch
there's
and
a
then
password in.
so you can put it in your password manager. Yep,
Yeah. So
yep.
not this one. Go Twitter next. That will be the password.
There you go.
Confirmation code. There we go. So Glow Mel, which was the original name that I had on Instagram, and
Oh, okay, Globe Melt. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, but I don't know why I changed it to Glow Melbourne. I don't know. I just we. It's a shame we couldn't get Glow Studios, which is obviously was the preferred one.
yeah.
But, okay, that's fine. Oh, this one will be coming to info at. Here we go. Next. Who
Awesome.
knew? I just forgot that I even had this set up.
That's good. No,
Yeah.
we're either going to have to create a new one or we can just update this one. It should be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So maybe just click on profile and we'll come back to it maybe for now. We'll just see what we've got in here. So um,
Oh, yeah.
there you
That's
go.
that's a really old studio that's
There you
gone.
go.
That building. Yeah.
No problems.
Okay.
The next one we'll go to is
Yeah.
if you just go to Google. So in the top right hand where the nine dots are next
Oh,
to
yeah.
you there and the business. And I think we're sort of saying which one do we use as the main one.
Right. Okay. It'll probably be this one now, I think, is the main one.
Yeah, I think that's what you're saying. So let's
Mm.
go. Uh, so nowadays, you used to just double click on this, and that would. What happens if you double click? I think it'll just take you to the map anyway.
Oh,
So
right. Yeah. See your profile.
yeah,
There's a button here that says see your
yeah, that's it.
profile.
Right. So um, that's that. Then where it's got your business on Google, there's three dots.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
so and it's got business profile settings. If you click on
Yes.
business profile settings for me, yeah, and then managers. If you just click on managers, I'll get you to add me so I can post to it. And I see it. Yeah, it'll probably ask for. Oh, there we go.
Email address.
Yeah, so Steve.
Are you VE,
Yeah,
Steve?
that
Yeah.
one there, the
Oh,
top
here we
person.
go.
That's it. And then uh, invite. Yep, great. I'll go and accept that. Gee, that was quick. It's funny how some can be very slow and some are very
Yeah.
quick sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, I did notice here that it's got linked accounts. Does that mean that we could link some of the other Google My Business pages to
Oh,
each
let's
other?
have a look. I'll have a look. Yeah.
Mm.
So that's that one. My, I, um, I would almost say if all your business now is going to occur in G at the G37 and G49,
Yep.
I would just almost create it as Glow Studios at G37 and G49
Oh,
Docklands
right.
Cotton
Okay.
Mill
Yeah, yeah,
potentially. But
yeah,
let's click on this. Let's go through the process though in terms
yeah.
of see. So because you
What it
can have
does.
multiple locations, let's have a look and see what that does. But it looks like it's probably more to do with ads. I have a feeling.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So um, yeah, let's go. Let's just go backspace. A couple business. You can go to businesses actually up the top there on there. Yeah. Um, so what you're finishing up, you're going to finish up having to do um, is clearly with Glow Studios G19. You won't have that at some point, right? It'll just
That's right.
you'll close that one. So Yeah, I'd be tempted just to go Glow Studios G37 and G49 and just have
Yeah,
them at the same.
because they are at the same
They
premises.
are right.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I know the area, so
yeah, yeah.
um, uh,
That makes
s-
sense.
so yeah. And so realistically, I think it makes sense to have it in this. But I always also think there's probably a way um, we
To
can
merge them.
with our naming of things, right? The thing
Yeah,
that you have that's unique, and I think it'll be within character,
yeah,
if you called things Glow Studios um, G37, there's probably, and you could probably do an underscore 49, for instance,
yeah.
or so
You know,
you've actually got the two locations, you know.
yeah,
I don't think we could, I mean, the and so I'm going to do my finger count. GLOWSTUDIOS G37 would actually fit. So Glow Studios G37 would actually fit on the other thing is it's just because the website though is back to front right too. Your URL
yeah.
on the web. So I'm sure you've had people say I don't. It was probably a naming, getting the name in the past, was it in the first place?
It was getting a domain,
Yeah,
exactly.
Studio Glow. Um,
And so a lot of people just call us Studio Glow. I think it has been a little bit confusing, and I'm almost wondering because they're both now located at the cotton mills. I wonder whether we just brand as Glow Studios and that's it. We don't need the 37 and the 49 because if they ring and make a booking and we'll go, okay, well, if you need a daylight studio, you're upstairs. If
yeah,
you
yeah,
need a, like, whatever studio, blackout studio, you're downstairs.
yep.
Um,
It's more. Yeah, it was only just in terms of unique naming, because of that
yeah,
Glow Studios on the socials there's a bit of competition around the name.
yeah,
That's the only thing.
yeah.
Whereas,
That's like an identifier.
If you put G37,
Yeah.
um, what's the is it in terms of space wise? How do they
Mm.
compare the two? So
They're different spaces. So they're
yeah,
basically two separate warehouses within the cotton mills. Um, like G37 has got the kitchens, the blackout studio, the green screen is video friendly. G49 is a daylight space, with cyclorama, and so that they do have different facilities. So you'd be doing different shoots
yeah,
in either one,
yep.
depending on what your
L-
requirements are.
Let's yeah. So when we go to if you click back on G37,
Yeah,
I'm going to use that as our main one for
yeah,
now.
yeah,
Because as you said, from a website perspective, and even from a search perspective, I think what we probably might do. So where it's got edit profile,
yeah.
um, I think you could. So we've got see how you've got Glow Studios. What can I? Yeah, so I reckon go Glow Studios, and rather than have so I think you've got. Is there a little
There was a colon
yeah,
there.
they get rid of that little column, but I would go Glow Studios. I reckon we could probably go G37 plus
Yeah.
G49 and have them separate. So
Is it?
the only thing with and is sometimes it's in the URLs it doesn't. And is often a spacer, and
Oh,
so
right,
sometimes we get to and. It's often got a lot of gobbledygook and stuff after it, and it's not. So
right.
I think
Yep,
there's something in the ampersand and that can play up a little bit. I
yep,
think
yep.
if we go plus, um, or
As in the plus
yeah, the
symbol or
plus
the
sign
word?
like that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
G37 and G39.
yeah,
Yeah, let's go save that. It probably won't save it immediately, but it'll.
yeah,
Okay, it seems like it's accepted it, so that's all good.
yeah.
Um, and everything else is okay down there. See how it's got the edit? So there's probably other things it's added, and other people might just go see more where it says review your business information, improve your presence down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, that seems okay, does it? What's the
Yeah.
thing?
There's
Review.
no, oh, we don't have main opening hours. Maybe I should.
Yeah, you probably don't.
Oh, I see what they're doing. That's 9 to 5. Okay. Would that be
Probably makes
um,
sense to do that. Yeah.
yeah. So I'll probably do 8 a.m. to 1800.
Okay.
Okay.
This
Review and edit your business to improve your.
See up the top, it's got the about, Vicky. Can I just get you
Yep.
on the top left? Yeah, because what we might do is add the additional stuff about G49 as well as G. So
Right.
see how it's
In the
got the
description.
description? Yeah, just click on
Yeah.
the pencil there for the description,
Mm.
and I think that is. So if you go to your website, you've got the two little main grabs where it's got G37 and it's got G49. You could
Yeah.
probably put those both of those two grabs in there. So you could actually do G. So welcome to G37, and then you go underneath it have welcome to G49, literally 50 meters down the road, sort of thing.
Right. Okay. Because what I do have is now. Just let me find it. I did put it in our Dropbox. Is a little blurb that kind of talks about.
If
Um,
you might be better off using it off wherever you had it. If it's a Word, is it a Word doc?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, maybe just open the Word doc up where you can copy and
Okay.
paste it.
Yep.
The other thing is if, and this um, can often happen. Oh yeah, it looks like it's sort of saying, yeah, you've got access. I think we talked about you've got access to your website, haven't you? In terms of being able to update it there as well.
Yes, although I don't really know how to use
O-
WordPress in the
On the
background.
homepage side of things, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So let me just go to personal module. I think it was. Um,
okay.
um, oh, I had an extra sentence on the bottom of it. Okay, sorry. I will have to grab it from.
So what we can do is where you were at the moment, or
Yeah,
sorry, or go back to. I you mean in terms of opening it up from you
from
did.
Dropbox.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
because I had an extra sentence in there
okay.
yesterday, and I called it. I saved it in here, but I called it about Glow Studio, about Glow Studios, or Glow Studios about.
Let me see if
Just
I
going
can see it
to
at my end.
what looks Oh, here. Okay. We were in.
Good question. We were in, yeah, Google. So maybe before you paste over the top, I don't know if you did. Was it
Oh, save this somewhere in
maybe
case.
just copy all of that out? Yeah,
Yeah.
first copy all that out. Go back to Basecamp, and there's a little part we can use as a bit of a drop area, which I'm going to do for links. So scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then see where it's got add a comment,
Oh,
discuss.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So just this is just be our notes area. So you can just paste that you just had, and now
Yeah.
maybe go back to the go back to that Word doc and post it. No, you don't need to add the comment. So we'll
Oh,
add it.
okay.
Just don't let me forget to do it at the end of the session, though.
Oh,
we'll, we'll,
okay.
we'll
Cool.
add it then.
Yeah.
If you go back to that Word one and then copy that now,
Yeah.
and maybe copy that into Basecamp first, or paste it into Basecamp, then we know that that's the new one that we kind of use a longer version
Yeah. Right.
or a different
Okay.
version. So
So,
enter, and uh, um, maybe just give yourself a bit of spacing there too. So Glow Studios, uh, I reckon what you might say. So is it okay?
mm,
Okay.
I was going to sort of still keep here, located inside the iconic Dockland cotton mills. Okay, so I was going to do this. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'll copy that. If you don't
It's all right. Yeah.
mind,
Good.
I'll
Yeah. And
just
then you can
read
just
you out.
reword it in here as we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so I'll get rid of.
Yeah. So what you could say is our G37 and G49 studios. Does
Uh,
that still make sense if you do that?
yeah, I suppose. Located.
Or what you could say is located at G37 and G49 in the iconic.
Hang on. I might go this way. Is located in Footscray, and then we talk about located inside the cotton mills. Um, in here, where it was built. Is 37, 49 were purpose built for photography and video production.
Perfect. And at the end of this, uh, those two sentences.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, so no, maybe where you've got talk to us about getting your up, yeah. So yeah, knock that down an extra to a new paragraph.
yeah,
Talk to us about. So what you could then say, you put the phone number. You could say call 0413535045. Um, uh, Maybe email. Do a comma, email.
yeah,
I reckon run it. Yeah, call, email, and then do your info at email,
yeah.
or visit the website for more information and to inquire. Maybe.
Um, so call, email, or visit.
Oh yeah, so that would actually work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So talk to us about your upcoming. We would love to host it at Glow Studios. Cool. Um, so maybe now you copy all of that and paste it over the so the second one that you had in Basecamp, and it might get rid of it might bunch it all up again, I'm afraid, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's all right. So get rid of both of
So no, you can
those.
probably keep the top one, even though, well, just so you,
Yeah,
it's up to you. But yeah, at
yeah,
least you know
yeah.
what you used to have there.
That's
Um,
right.
oh, there you go. I did keep it in the right. See how that call got knocked down? I reckon bring the call up one
All
sentence so that
right.
way you run it into the same paragraph. Um, maybe do it back the same over on Google, which is the far right tab.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah. And now we can go save at the bottom of this little part. Some of them they won't let you put the URL in. No, so
Ah,
or visit just say or visit the website
okay. We'll visit.
because you've already got the website on the thing. That's the reason why. Yeah, that should save now. Yeah, and go confirm. Probably down the bottom. It's doing a lot of thinking.
Yeah.
Very strange, isn't it?
Just feels like it's Wheel of Death, doesn't it?
It's almost, at least it's got the things in there saved. So
Yeah, exactly. So this is review your business. Scroll down to confirm. That's the confirm. It is stuck.
yeah, maybe maybe just try closing the box up the top, and it's in there. Yeah, that one there. Yep.
Yeah, it's not allowing me to do
Okay,
any of that. I'm
maybe
just going to
refresh. Yeah,
yeah refresh.
there we go. I think now because it acts sometime. Yeah.
Oh, here
All
we go.
right. Well, that seems to be in there, and actual fact, it's no longer got that confirm on, so it probably did what it needed to do.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So we can close that box now. That looks like it's okay.
yeah.
It's got me on. So
I might, if you don't mind,
yep,
just see if we can drop
yep.
that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Oh, look at that. It's say, oh, okay, because it's pending. It tells you what the change is going to be.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll
Okay.
close that box then for now. Um,
Thanks, Robbie.
and then oh, that already has G37 and G49, which kind
Oh,
of looks good there. So
yeah.
um, the next one I just get you to open is YouTube. So if you go to the plus and open another tab top right.
Yep. Sorry, can I just ask? I've just noticed this. It's reviewing the address. What edit is being reviewed. Maybe that's what was causing that issue, but it seems to be the same as what the address was previously, so
Should be okay.
it should
Yeah,
be okay. I guess we'll see. I'm sure
yeah,
I'll get a message if it's not.
yeah,
So YouTube,
yeah.
I'm
And
pretty
with
sure I've never started up a YouTube.
yeah, I I certainly didn't find one.
Yeah.
Um, but let's go. There was things called Glow Studios, but not you. I don't think so. On your where your little profile image is next to the 9 plus on the right hand side,
Yeah.
just click on that one. Yeah, and then down underneath keyboard shortcuts, there's settings. I'll just get you to click on settings,
Yeah.
and then we've got add or manage your channels underneath. So in the middle there,
Yeah. Add or manage your
yeah,
channels.
and we'll go create a channel.
Right.
And we'll call it Glow Studios G37 Plus. So call it the same as Google, I reckon.
Yeah.
plus G, and then hopefully, yep, I understand. Create.
Create.
Yep.
This name is restricted.
Okay, must be because we put the plus in there.
Oh, right.
Go go back again. Glow Studios. Let's go G37.
I think the channel can just
Actually, well,
be
yeah, maybe we
branded
go back to
as
Glow
Glow Studio.
Studios and we call it Glow Studios. Do you want to go with so you had Melbourne?
I did have Melbourne on the
Yeah.
previous
So
one.
should we just go Glow Studios Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Ruby. I'm getting breakfast served to me.
You are? Lucky you.
Yes.
Awesome. They don't Uber, do they?
They do. He might.
Uh,
Okay, Glow Studios Melbourne. It
yeah,
seems to
and
have
then it's
accepted.
got customized channel on the right hand side.
Oh, right hand side. Yeah, customized channel.
Okay, and we'll just hit continue on that one there. Now, where it's got um, layout up the top, it's got branding. Just click on branding for me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And did you say you sort of resized another logo? So,
Yeah, I did it at 400 by 400 because that seemed to be the
yep,
largest that was required.
yep,
So I did
yep.
that.
So if you want to upload that logo,
Yep. So I'll make sure I'm in logo AI files. Great. This one.
looking good. Here we go. Done.
Great.
And now, do you want me to have a so with the cover
Yeah.
that we'd used? So let me just go. Um, did I? Where are we? PowerPoint. Come on. So essentially, um, I could create a three image cover and just get rid of the G19 one.
Yeah.
So the those two internal images, are they both from the Dockland cotton mills?
Oh, let me check. Are you in looking at
Uh,
the images in Basecamp at the moment? Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
Dropbox.
actually, well, if you, yeah, I mean, I'm in the Dropbox. So if you go to the Dropbox, yeah, and one of them says PowerPoint. Which is which one? Is it sitting in images? Yeah, see the image that you were currently using as your Facebook cover,
Yeah.
image that's the second from the left up the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
image
that's Footscray.
that's
Yeah.
also Footscray? And the
Yeah.
one that's top left, which is your banner image for the website, is
Oh,
that
yeah. No, that's here in West Melbourne.
that's but does that really matter, or is it similar, or do you want to not have that one either?
Um, look, we probably. I'm just trying to think of what
The only thing is
images
that
we
at
have.
times there is a sense that from a consistency thing, you're kind of known for that image. There's an element of that
Right.
image is your cover image on the website.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so for
And
now,
you
I'd
reckon?
suggest keeping it because
Okay.
they're not kicking you out immediately. And it
No.
clearly, if you know that that's a studio, right? It's nice and white and light,
Yeah.
and then the other one sort of shows a coloured sort of more image. So maybe if I just hold the current website banner, the
Yeah.
current Facebook image, and then the entry point to Docklands Mills, where people
Yes.
do know that.
Yes.
Um, so
I think
I'm
that's
going to
that's
see what
perfect.
happens, and I'll I'll have a look at a couple, and I'll put it in the Dropbox, and you can tell me what you think. So
Mhm.
give me 1 second
Yeah.
to see how I go with this. Um, I'm no graphic designer, but PowerPoint's pretty good nowadays. Once you just to shift things around. So once I do that, let's go designer. That will almost work.
Where are you going?
I have to go down and let Johnny into today. I can't lock the door.
Oh, John.
Dirt to get the bollard.
Oh, to get the bollards.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't unlock the door to Peter's. You can unlock from mine.
Oh, I can too.
Just use my phone.
I need to work.
Okay. Whatever you prefer.
What did you
No, whatever you prefer.
What you're asking me?
Oh, because I was going to say, don't forget the to respond to the. God, I've forgotten.
No. I won't.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the exercise that I made down there. I'll see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Steve.
That's okay. It's all good. I was just trying to work out if there's a way of. Actually, why don't I for a second? I'll share my screen again, and you go back to whereby, and you can tell me what you think, and you can enjoy eating. You have your breakfast as well.
I am having my
Good,
breakfast
nice
at the moment.
timing.
Sorry.
I'm going to share my screen here. So, something like this clearly shows where you are,
Yeah.
and then a couple of spaces.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be fairly flexible, recognizing that sometimes, depending on how wide the image is. But
Yeah.
anyway, we can do multiple ones, right? So let me just, as I said, it's not rocket. I'm going to save how I know how to save, and then I'll tidy these up. But I'll do something like that.
You know what I'm wondering?
That's that one. Unfortunately, sometimes they knock too much off, right? So
Yeah.
that's not. What's this one? Is that?
Yeah, Robbie.
What was the thing that you wanted to check on? Make sure it's the same thing.
To check on what?
That's me. Make sure you don't forget to
Respond to the inquiry that came in. So not Pixel 3,
Yeah.
and there was the other guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Oh, has he? Oh, I didn't realise you'd already touched base.
The other control, right?
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah, I reckon. I'm thinking for now this one. So this actually, although why has that got a yellow one? So this sort of image that just shows where you are
Yeah.
and the fact that what you're coming into,
Yeah.
I think may well be the best one for us, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's another one that's quite similar, which just flips it around. So this
Yeah.
one's the other one, right?
Yeah.
So depending on whether we want it right, maybe it is better to have the right hand side one rather than the cotton mill's on the right and highlighting that on the left. But let's see. I'll put them in there and then see how they look for you when you're actually applying them. So I can stop
Yeah.
the share for now, and I'll put them back in. I'll put them in the Dropbox for you. Just make sure they're tidy.
Yeah. No, I haven't. Rob.
Rightio. So I've had a go. So you've probably got lots of images, and if you can, yeah,
Yeah,
part of your homework, if you can help me help you, will be to drag all of those images or copy all of those images. That'll be great into the
yeah,
Dropbox. We'll be absolutely laughing.
yeah.
Um,
That's fine. We'll get some more in. It's I just need to ask my partner which ones. So
yeah, no problems. Yeah, well,
um,
and that would be the other thing if I know that the only ones that are in there are ones that you want to have,
yeah,
then clearly I
makes
can't
life
make any
easy.
mistakes. That's
Yeah.
right. Right. So um, let's go. Actual fact, yeah. If you go to, I've saved them just as postcard, and it's 1 and 2. So, oh yeah, I'll let you finish that part
Oh,
first.
sorry.
No,
Yeah.
you're good. In the Dropbox that it's where is it? Glow Studio. I only did 2, so it's gonna be the way I've done it is actually just called it GST 3.
Mm,
3 postcard cover 1 and GST 3 postcard cover 2.
right.
So what I might do is actually pull out all those other ones because we're not going to use those. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and that way we won't have any mistakes.
Okay. The Studios Daylight Fashion. Sorry, I'm doing SEO on the file names. That's why they're all longer names with our whole business name in there.
Okay.
Mm.
Um,
Um, okay, so you were saying postcard.
so if you go, let's in fact with that, yeah. So it's the one. I won't get rid of the other ones for now, just in case. I know you're not being booted out immediately. So
No, that's fine.
let's go. It's towards the bottom. There's 2 at the bottom, I think, if they've loaded up yet. So as in it should have the. I don't know if they're visible in there for you yet. Maybe not synced quite yet.
Not yet. Actually, I can do a sync now.
Yeah,
Um,
you'll be able to find them on the other version too. So
on
on the online version, I reckon.
oh right, okay, yeah. If I go there, because it might take a while to sync here.
Yeah. So if you, yeah, which I think you've got open. Yeah, I don't see them on that one yet.
I'll just get rid of that Dropbox.
And so yeah, just refresh this one. Yeah, see what happens if you refresh that. See if this. Right. So
I think it's
um,
this one, isn't it?
yeah, so see how it's got GST. It's the top. That's the bottom 2. So you've kind of got bottom 2 next to the other
Oh,
little
GST3
icon. Yeah.
postcard.
So whether you like the Docklands on the right or whether you like the Docklands on the left, I guess is probably
Yeah,
more the question.
right. Okay, gotcha. So this is for YouTube, isn't it? Let
Yeah.
me
So what we might have to do, yes, actually should be able to bring it in from there. So let's try. So where were we? Yeah, in the middle,
upload.
it's got banner image. Only thing is whether those images are going to be big enough. You may have to.
Right. This is taking me to just here.
So go to Dropbox top left,
Oh yeah.
and then
This is in my
that's
this
your
is
one.
on
But
my
it's
desktop.
yeah. But I wonder if it's syncing. So you've already yeah that one there, and then you should be able to see it here. So
Hmm. That's blackout. No, then that's the crop. These are the postcards. They're the original
they're the
postcard
original
ones.
ones. This, oh no, that's still 2. Yeah, further
Hmm.
down. So it doesn't look like the other ones are there. You've still
No.
not quite made it yet.
Hmm.
Try. Maybe what we can do is just download for now.
Yeah.
So if you, yeah,
If
go to
I
the
can,
online one, and yeah, just
okay. Yeah.
so just you probably
So,
without downloading, just yeah, pick the image.
yeah.
Just
So
decide which
let's
one.
try. Actually, I'm going to try the other one. I think that this story. It's probably better. Okay, so
Then yeah, download top left.
top. Oh, here we are.
Yeah.
Download.
File is you can probably close.
It's going to download it into that folder.
Okay.
Okay, so now if I go here, I should actually be able to. There it is. Must be.
Oh yeah. So what we can do, if you
Mhm.
open that,
Yeah.
I can actually, in fact, it's probably just as quick for me to just do it, and I'll do the YouTube version. Yeah, I had a feeling that would be the case. That YouTube's the only one; it needs to be a massive image. So,
Right.
and it is actually the one that's. You know what? I'm slightly tempted with YouTube. Um, is almost to just use your original, just the
Okay.
current banner you've got on the website from
Let's
a
do that.
consistency. Yeah, let's just use the
Because
banner.
this will be easy. Like for me and my partner, we'll just drag these into Photoshop, get the right size
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then swap them
You can
out.
tidy things up if
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, that
yeah,
makes sense too. Yeah.
that's no,
So
no
let's
problem.
let's just use the cover image.
So we'll
Sorry, the
go.
banner image. So if you go, oh well, yeah, you can. And I reckon that will be a big enough image. Well, I'm hopeful again because of where I got it from. It may not be as big as the original. So
Right.
even for now, you could use this. You could use this.
Well, this one, yeah, let's
This
do that.
this one will be big enough, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. And then it
because you
gives you the
see how you
crop.
can only see. So in this case, as I said, that's quite a good image because it's nice and flexible.
Yeah,
Um, in fact, it may well be the best image to use
yeah,
for now, just because it's not too complicated. And at least
yeah.
we know it's the same image across all. But yeah, that one particularly for YouTube does work on everything, right?
Right.
So depending on
Okay.
it, so let's go with that for now.
Yeah.
It
I
looks like
think that, yeah, and Rob will be able to choose if he doesn't feel this is right. I mean, he works with compositions all the time,
yeah.
so he'll work
Yeah,
them
well, I
on.
think the thing is too, particularly if was I going to put there's two people I can put you in touch with. One is just extremely busy, and so
Yeah,
I just know that depending on, but mind you, you're also away for a couple of weeks, so there's an element of depending on
yeah,
how quick you're doing things. But so Hillary, I might have mentioned to you, is Set and Digital, and she works on WordPress,
okay.
and then
Yeah,
there's a guy that I use for my website, and his name's Wes, and he's sort of Williamstown to Geelong. Really, he's got two offices,
mm,
but Wes, yeah, is never too busy. So realistically,
yeah.
as in, he's a busy man, but he just
He
is
makes
full
time.
on. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. So
he
he'll
gets
do
it
things
done.
and get it done. So
Right.
what I'll make sure I do, I'll give you both of their contacts around just if there's things that we're doing today, and you go, uh, yeah. So as I said,
Yeah,
I'm aware that Hillary is under the pump, right?
right. Yeah, yeah,
So I
fair enough.
feel like she's, but at the same time, I like to give her the opportunity, but I
Yeah,
just know she's been under the pump.
yeah,
Whereas
that's fair enough.
Wes, I know he'll do it
Yeah,
pretty quick, right?
yeah, he's pretty
So
quick.
maybe Wes is the best at this point, only just knowing Hillary's circumstances. But
Yeah, yeah,
um,
fair enough.
so the next thing is at the bottom we've got the watermark. Let's add the little icon watermark as well, eh?
Is that the
Yep,
the
that's
pink
one there.
G?
Yeah, the pink one. Yep, so
Yeah,
just the same. And I usually put them throughout. You can always change, but
yeah,
just put them throughout so no one else can pinch images off your thing. So see, it's got
yeah,
entire video at the bottom.
yeah.
Yeah, and just that's it. And then at the top right, you can go publish.
Publish. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, our website will definitely be changing. Like I said, I'm going to move it to a product, to a type of studios available as instead of location based. Seems to be less important.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
particularly um, updating all these socials, I mean, I think the thing is, your current website's got enough on it. It's just
yeah,
there's some tweaking, I think, and I'm
yeah,
sure some updating, and particularly if things are changing, you might even want to let people know that how long you're
Yeah.
going to be at G19 or whatever the place might be, and
Yeah.
that, but that's okay. We've got these two
Yeah.
spaces that will fill the void, sort of thing.
Yeah.
What's that going to mean for you for living side of things? Because you would have lived there for a while as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, interesting. We're trying to work out the scenarios now, really. So whether
Yeah,
we move into maybe the upstairs one, G49 at Footscray, or whether we
yeah,
move off-site completely and not live within the business. So
yeah, right.
yeah,
So
well,
at least you've got options. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
probably not a bad time to be looking.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
exactly.
the way the housing market's sort of in a bit of a sort of quieter time as well.
Yeah.
So the next thing is, let's go basic info up the top next to branding. It's got basic
Um,
info,
and, oh,
channel
yeah, basic
customization. Yep.
info. Yep.
And then in here, see what see the handle. What handle they've given you?
Yeah,
Um,
they've got
let's
close.
let's see if you can get rid of the everything after Melbourne. Yeah, just leave it like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems to be okay. Don't know why they
Okay.
want to do that. Then your
Yeah.
description, you can copy and paste the same as what you've got in Basecamp already that we put in
Oh,
for
yeah.
uh, yeah. And actually, you may let the website go here. I'm not sure, but let's
Okay.
see. But we'll see when we go to YouTube. I know. Yeah, all
Cool.
right. It's interesting. Yeah. Just try publish. Let's see if that works just on the right hand side. What does it say? Is that okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
says
seems like it's
published.
okay.
Yeah.
So what we do is we'll copy your handle as well. So we'll just copy and paste your handle into. Uh, I think we'll use that Glow Studios Melbourne where we can on most things.
Yeah, use it across the board.
And in fact,
Am I changing?
oh yeah, so no, you're going to keep
Oh,
that, but just paste that into Basecamp. Copy it and paste that into Basecamp,
oh
so we know
right.
that's the
Okay.
handle we use for YouTube. We're actually going to work our way back. So, funnily enough, we do YouTube first, and
Yeah,
then we'll work
right.
our way back across. So that's it. So that's good.
Where's
Let's
the,
go back to YouTube.
oh, I keep doing the Alt tab and it's yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
and
yeah.
then so that URL is the actual see where it's got channel URL. If you want to just copy that URL, so that's
Yeah,
the non-handle version. Yep,
right.
and we'll paste that underneath the handle of the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
So back into Basecamp. Yeah, and that's what you'd put as your you'll have the YouTube and the link on the website for this site. So
Oh,
basically,
okay, yeah, gotcha.
that's the URL you use for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, back to there, and then add link. So let's add a link underneath. The first one we'll do is your website.
right.
Oh, sorry, just write website in that
Oh,
part,
whoops. Yep.
and you're probably better off copying and pasting just
The
because
full
that way it'll
URL.
get the HTTPS and it'll look the same on everything. Yeah, back to YouTube. I must admit, I'm appreciative of your your way around the keyboard and it's great.
Oh,
And I know you're using similar to me, so it really makes a
yeah,
difference. The next one we'll put in because we've got it is go for Google. So just add link, and this will be your Google map, and it'll be that one we've just updated, right?
yeah.
So if you go to back to Google, which possibly that one. Okay, we'll close that one.
Actually, I think it's this one.
Yeah, and then see how you've got the where that red dot is in the in your map. So you've got Glow
Oh,
Studios
yeah,
G37, and there's a red dot. Just click on that red
yeah.
dot for me. Yeah, and see on the left, it's got share. It's
Yep.
yeah, and then just copy that link there, and then you can paste that into YouTube. Yeah, and also
So this should be
yeah,
Google Maps here.
I just call it Google.
Google.
Realistically nowadays, That's
what
where
it
we're going to
is.
post updates to. That's where people can review you at. Albeit
Right.
there is a different form for, but I'll get you to, while you've got that copied, I'll get you to paste that into Basecamp for us as well. And again,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
use that underneath the Google icon
Yeah.
on the website. But yeah, so that is the map. Then if we actually go back to YouTube, and we'll come back to Google. So there'll be other things, but
Yeah.
that's the only one I thought we've got straight away. We'll come, but
Yeah.
once we've made sure that we're going to which ones we're going to use for Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
LinkedIn, and Twitter, we'll put them all in as well. But for
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
let's just put a capital W where it says website. Only me being particular, because it
Uh,
does
yep.
actually, when in the about, it'll actually write it, but everything else it'll just hyperlink it.
Yeah.
And then scroll down, and you've got, I think, where your email goes as well. Just there's just your
Oh, yeah.
info at email. Yeah, and then you can publish that. Top right. That's it. And then if you go to the YouTube to the left and refresh that page, you should be able to see your handiwork, basically.
Oh,
So
if I go to this
go
one.
to your, yeah, the tab, the next tab on the left. Just refresh and
Oh, great.
click about. So even in the middle, and then
Oh, yeah.
that'll have the other thing.
That's
Um, and
fantastic.
so yeah, so we'll have so now you've basically got that set, right? So that's that one. Let's go. And while I think of it, so go back. So this is this one. Yep. So just where it's got the G icon. Oh, sorry, back on the other one.
Oh,
Back
sorry.
to the your channel one. Yep.
Yep.
Um, click on that pink icon top
Oh,
right,
up
sorry,
here.
yeah, the other
Yep.
one, yep. And then it's got settings
Yep.
down the bottom, and just click on settings for me. And then
Yep.
it's got add or remove managers. So
Oh,
like
yep.
you did with Google, I'll get you to add me onto YouTube as well.
Yep.
And manage permissions, the blue one. This one usually asks for a password that you just need to
Yeah. So it'll be my.
just that would be your Vicky, I think.
Yeah. Uh,
Awesome.
okay. So manage
Yeah.
permissions.
And then, like before, that top right, there's a plus, and just Steve at. I'm always pleased how fast it can find me nowadays. And then
Yeah.
just choose the role and just manager. Yep. And then invite. Okay, and I'll just accept that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, great. That's that one. That's that one. And you'll get confirmation that I've now got that too.
Yeah.
Right. On your um, on your the Google now. So if you want to go to the Google, probably the next one over. Yeah. Yep. We can close that one. So as in close the little map in the middle. Yeah. Uh,
Um, as in this map,
no,
close
no.
that
So that's
one.
okay. No. So then see how it's got manage your business profile on the left hand side.
Yeah.
Let's just click on that. And when this comes up, can you see how it's now got all those little icons. There's about 10 of them.
Yeah.
The one on the right hand side at the bottom says "Ask for reviews."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, click on that one, and copy that
Review
review
link.
link. So what I would say to you, anybody that's booking and used any of your facilities, but particularly now with the two at the Docklands, so G37 and G49,
Yep.
whether they're regular users or one off,
Yeah.
I'd be sending it that link back to them.
Right.
That's your
Okay.
review link. Yeah, so Google
Um,
review, and you might say something along the lines of, thanks for your booking. We really appreciate it. As you'd understand, for a business like our, reviews is really important. If you care to leave us a review on this link, it would be much appreciated.
yeah. So I wonder if that's something that, I mean, that's something for me to look at down the track, something that we can automate where once a booking is finished within a day or something like that, or at the end of the day, an automated email goes out
Yeah.
asking for a review. Anyway, that's for me to.
Yeah, well, I think with reviews, it's 'cause you're probably not that dissimilar to me in that you're not talking about hundreds of people a week and that sort of thing, right? So
Yeah,
it's always interesting when's the best time to ask for a
to
review, right?
send. Yeah,
Um, so um, what I typically do is I whenever I'm doing new work with people, I usually do a little case study blog, and I also then at some point talk about reviews. So I usually wait till a month or two once that I've been actually managing it for then get that feedback.
yeah,
But there's people I've worked with for years that may or
yeah,
may not. So there's that element of like when's the best time to do it. Um,
yeah,
I think again, it would be probably similar to me in that people, once they've had that wow experience, you probably want to do, as in when they've gone in, they've used the studio, hopefully
yeah,
they've had a good session. If it's a one-off type thing,
yeah,
then you probably want to get them pretty quick. You probably don't
yeah.
want to leave it too
Too
long,
long.
because otherwise
Yeah,
people forget, right?
yeah,
And they put it in the to do later. Anyway,
yeah,
that's your couple of links. So the one that, as I said, the map is the one you'd put on the. I'll do a write up, but yeah, it's the map we'd put on back on websites and let people know where you are
yeah,
and that sort of thing. But yeah, for those reviews, that's the link for sending out reviews.
yeah,
And equally, people nowadays, you'll have there's a Facebook review link as well if you wanted to use either or. So
yeah,
you can sort of
right.
say you can use either of these if you want.
Yeah,
Um, so I think with Google, I'm on there. I think we've got. The only thing I would say is let's go to that back to your Google. Yeah, close that one there. Um, let's go. See how it's got photos. Do you know if there's? Oh yeah, see how it says "See photos" on the right hand side?
oh,
On the
oh
right hand
yes,
side of that
the
map.
add photos.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got "Add photos," and then underneath it's got "See photos" on the right. In the same section, sort of thing, just above the icon, up above the G icon.
Oh, see outside.
Oh, does that say "See outside"? Does it? Okay.
Yeah, and that picture is outside the cotton mills. It's
Yeah,
not a
yeah, yeah. It's
recognisable
very.
part of the cotton mills, but
Yeah, it would have been done potentially by Google. So let's click on just click on the photos and see if it just shows us, rather than add photos, just click on the main cover photo.
oh right, sorry, I just clicked on see
Oh yeah,
photos.
that's fine. Let's
Yeah.
see here. So um,
Is that green
what I was
screen?
going to say, and it might be timely, if you're going to be putting photos in Dropbox, I don't know if you've added a lot of photos in here in the past. Maybe not,
Oh,
right?
sorry.
That's okay.
No,
So,
just a few
so,
of inside the
so
studio.
what I'd suggest to you, when you're putting drop photos in the Dropbox, why
Yeah,
not add them into here as well? It will really help,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
it'll
right.
help it feel like it's the main profile
The
now
main
for Google.
source. Yeah,
And if
right.
you're putting them in there, it saves clients and others putting them in there. So you get a better quality probably because if you're
Yeah,
putting your ones in there.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's where you go to do that. Just go. I think it's sort of, let's update the logo as well. So if you go
yeah.
back, maybe just back page and then go on the add photos this time. See how
Uh-huh.
so it says add photos in the middle of that picture. Yeah. And so oh, it's just saying drag or drop. Okay. So close that for a second because it's that's not what I wanted to see. So where
You
it's
want to
got,
update this, the logo?
yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think you can click on that part. If you go
Is it probably on edit
edit
profile?
profile, yeah, I think you're right. I think I already saw it at one point when we were going through flicking through, but yeah.
Yeah, it's likely somewhere.
Um, is it so go more?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not. I reckon so not there. It will be something to do with your photo. So it used to be
Yeah.
very clear. I actually click on those three dots, maybe
Yeah.
the three dots next to it. What's that one there?
Help and support
Oh
and
no,
send
close that one.
feedback.
Maybe the three dots next to the profile when we're out of this part.
Yeah. So it's not in about, it's not in contact, although it's got the contact information. Okay. Um,
So where you've got, see how it's got next to messages. Did you try adding photo from there in the middle section?
no. So in
So next to
this section,
messages, it's got add photo. Does that
messages,
one,
add photo.
is that a different way of maybe? Yeah, this is part. Yep.
Oh,
So
logo.
yeah,
Yeah.
click on logo. I think you have put the logo in before, which is the
It's,
white
yeah,
one. So, but now, yeah, let's just add the
the
pink
pink one.
icon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I'll just grab it from.
go probably drag it out those corners.
Yeah.
Plenty of space.
That's
And
cool.
underneath where it's got add caption, just go
Oh, yeah.
Glow Studios Melbourne icon, maybe you call it.
Oh, is this like an alt tag? It's
Yeah, it just gives you that capacity of it's something you become searchable for. So it's kind of yeah.
right.
So I would just put Glow Studios,
I'm gonna do. Uh,
or you could just even go Glow Studios icon.
okay. Is it so? It's not going to be visible, but if you hover your mouse, because
It's
like
not
for
visible. It's more if someone searches. Basically, it's
okay.
yeah.
So I'm going to do Glow Studios video production, video and stills, video photography.
Yeah, you can just set that. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's for this case. Normally, I just write if it's the logo or the icon for that business, so it's kind of owned by you. That's all.
Yeah.
This one, I don't think it helps from a searchability. It's more the way you would do that, possibly under yeah. As you're thinking of it more from a, if you're putting it on the website, that's where it becomes really important, well, potentially important. Not so
Right.
much on your
But not
Google's.
necessarily on
Not
Google.
here. This one's more if people are going to go. I mean, it's okay. That will still add from a searchability. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with doing what you've just done. That's
Okay.
all good. So we can just go set in the blue on the left hand side. Set. And let's just see where it looks like it's picked that cover as so we can close that one. So that's been uploaded. It may take a bit to change.
Yeah.
Um, let's do the same. Just make sure the cover is the one you want. It looks to me that it is, right? Because it's the current
Yeah.
one, right? So,
I'm just going to refresh. Yeah, that
yeah,
might
not
take a
yet,
bit to
but
come up.
it will. I think it just
Yeah.
sometimes it takes time to.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So that cover image is that same one that's
yeah, so
on
it's probably we don't
YouTube.
need to update the cover because it's picking at it, but just to make sure that it is, if we want to make it the cover for now,
Yeah.
let's go go add photo and if you go cover photo, just click on that one.
Oh,
See,
okay.
it's saying do you want to add it, but I don't know to re-add it, right? So
Yeah.
um, Yeah, I because it's already got that photo. It's showing it as the most prominent photo.
Right.
I'd almost leave that one there for now, and
Yeah.
then you can. But as I said, I would certainly suggest if you've got time to add
Yeah.
the photos a whole bunch. You can't add too many, realistically.
Right.
You're probably not
Okay.
going to add 1,000, but at the end of the day, if you're adding, a dozen or so,
Yeah.
um, put them in here
That's
as
good.
well
Okay.
because what really helps with Google, and you'll see here, you can't really put the details in there. It's
Yeah.
just got to help visually, though, in terms of the fact that, particularly internal photos of what's available, that's going to
Yeah.
be really helpful, I think.
So is does Google like if I dump a whole load of photos in at once, or should I spread it out over time because it looks like it's active? Do you know what I mean? Like, does
Yeah,
it?
I think for Google, and again, I'm this is just anecdotally, it's all about how long it's been on there. So
Oh, okay.
I think it makes no difference to put a dozen on in one session rather than do one a day sort of thing.
Yeah.
And we'll be
Yeah.
doing that anyway. So the one the
Okay.
one every second day is going to happen from an update perspective, right? We're going to be
Right.
using the photos that we've got. So Google's going to start to get that on a regular, basis from us, from a consistency and
Gotcha.
helping them know that you're an active profile,
Yeah.
by comparison to those ones that dump 100 photos and then do that the next year
And do
again.
nothing.
So
Yeah.
so so yeah, I think in terms of adding the photos, just you
Put
can
them
do
on.
that, as I said, drag and drop virtually the same way as we're going to put them in the Dropbox. I think that
Okay.
would be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Cool. All
Okay.
right, so we could probably close that one for now because I think we're happy enough that you're lucky. Many businesses, because that I don't know when that one was put in, but many businesses, yeah, as I said, even though I've put my cover photo and I update it,
Yeah.
um, Google typically just keeps the one that's the longest one that's been sitting on there, which
Oh, right.
so
The photo
even though
that's
I
been
swap
there
it
the
out
longest.
often, right? So
Yeah.
so it is a funny one, but anyway,
That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
let's so we know your actually the other thing is just so because it's a different look than what it used to be, I'll just get you to click on those three dots where it's got your business on Google, so the three dots again where the settings are, yeah.
Yeah.
um, One of these is uh, your business profiles. See, actually, I think I'll get it anyway. So it's just a different. So where just click on your business profiles again, which is yeah. Okay, so that's there. So we've got G37. So if you right click on, is there a way of right clicking on that top one, the G37 and 49? Do that do so? Yeah, just copy link. Does
Copy
say
link
is
address.
just copy it. That's it.
Yeah.
And then just paste that into Basecamp for me.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
I have access to the same one now, but the only reason I'd say do that is because see, there's a number there. That's your identifying number for your business, right?
Oh, right.
That's the actual business number, which used to be important if you had an issue.
Yeah, right.
Nowadays, because it's all map, it's yeah.
Not as important.
But it's yeah, it's harder to find that number is what it is because it's a different look and feel to how it used to be. But anyway, I think
Yeah.
we're all good on the Google ones there. I've been added to both. We'll be able to post and do what we need to. So let's do Twitter next, I reckon.
Okay.
Um, and with here, so let's go edit profile in the top.
Yeah.
And I reckon let's, for consistency,
Yeah.
let's just go with the one you've got as your current Facebook profile as well. So let's go with that picture across everything for now.
Yeah.
The internal one, which is that at G37?
Yeah, it is.
So I know. So yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I said we will. I will have to come down and have a
Yeah.
couple with you
Check the
down there.
spaces out.
Yeah. So see, we've got your bio there.
Yeah.
I think we've got only got 160.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Yeah. The
so what we want
shortened
to do
version.
there, let's go back to Basecamp and let's go. What does it say? So Located at the iconic, the studios um, are purpose built but I think you know how you had some of that other. Actually, let's
The
use
facilities.
let's use. You know, at the if you go to your website,
Yeah,
so and again, it's I know it's going to change, but effectively, you know what this tells me, you've got 7 studios across 3 locations, right? So again, it's the question is whether you'd rather update that or
yeah,
not.
yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe we don't push that because that's going to change.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe we
I think I will go. So it's 160 characters, is
yeah.
it?
So yeah, I think we yeah 160 characters, which isn't much, and I think what we'd want to finish off with is having a little I think the emojis we want to use for you
Yeah.
is we probably use a camera and a video camera, but maybe whether we put that as a start, and then what I was thinking we also should have a little mobile phone, and the call number is clearly important for you as well, right? So Glow
Okay.
Studios is how much have we got there? So Glow Studios is a collection of affordable.
Well, I can chop it
Yeah,
down.
let's go Glow Studios. Let's call it. Let's go Glow Studios, Melbourne. By the way, let's go name everything. So you probably don't need to do it there, but I reckon in the name up the top, let's
Right.
go. Let's call it Glow Studios Melbourne, and then let's go. Glow Studios is a collection of affordable photography and video production spaces. Yeah, Glow Studios
So,
is a collection of afford
oops.
photography and video production spaces.
I'm just going to go back to
Isn't there? You were telling me as well. There's sort of workshop and those sort of spaces. Are you wanting to promote, make a note about them as well?
it's probably
Creative spaces, would you call it? Maybe I don't know, or no, or you just want to focus more so on the
we do. We usually find that the other stuff comes along. So
Yeah,
if we
okay,
target our preferred market, then other things just like happen to roll in.
perfect. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So let's keep it s-
yeah.
screwed down to to the main
Mm.
focus. Like that's good. Purpose built.
So this might be too long, but let's see if what fits in. Where's Twitter? Here we go. So did you say we wanted to leave? Oh, yeah.
So what you could do, so Glow Studios is a collection of affordable photography. What you might be able to use is use so that we can at least a character or
Forward.
two. Use the
Yeah.
ampersand and where it's got photography.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then what you might be able to do, y- you want to go to a yeah, probably as you said, you probably don't even make a note about affordable. Just go of photography and video production spaces. Um, let's
Oh,
go to
go.
emoticon or emojis, one of those
Yeah.
sites. Just go to a tab far right. And I would leave that stuff in there. And I think what we'll be able to say is including, so
Yeah.
let's separate it. So just go, yeah, Emojipedia maybe. Yeah, emoticons. Yep.
Um, um,
Emojipedia is usually as good as any. I think or Get Emoji, that Get Emoji one.
oh, sorry, I didn't see that one
Yeah,
here.
and then let's go camera.
Oh, okay. Um,
Yeah,
run flash. It's probably a
yeah,
little bit.
and then just copy that little one. That's just the one up the top above the video.
Oh, here.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then we'll put that back into Twitter.
Yeah.
So I would put that after we've got spaces. Leave all the other stuff in there for now, or you might need to back it off those last few little things.
Yeah.
But yeah, just for now, let's put in. I reckon put that camera instead of the full stop. So after where it's got
Oh,
spaces.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Yeah, and then we'll also do the video camera,
yep.
which I think if you go back, it was also showing.
It was movie
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
Twitter.
And then maybe what you could basically say, do you? I'm just looking again at the website. You've got Cyclorama Studios.
Yeah. So I can do instead of facilities include
You could actually just
cyclorama, green screen. That's probably another important one. Green screen, daylight. Cyclorama, green screen, daylight.
blackout.
And
Is that another
kitchen,
thing?
yeah, blackout and kitchen. Oh, probably kitchen is an important one for us too. Kitchen. What have I got? Oh, I've still got a little bit, haven't I? Second on the green screen, daylight, kitchen, blackout. We've got daylight, blackout. We've got 2 cycloramas, a green screen, 2 kitchens. Yeah, that
Maybe
probably
put
seems to be.
maybe put kitchen after blackout, because then you
All
could
right.
almost go Cyclorama, comma, because all the rest are studios, aren't they?
All of this is type of studio. So
Yeah.
cyclorama, a green screen, a daylight, a blackout,
Yeah.
and
So
a
what you could do is
kitchen.
go.
Kitchen is also a studio.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because they're food shooting, so they need a kitchen
Ah,
in the space. Should I put the commas in here, or do I separate it?
yeah. I reckon you could go, because if they're all studios, you could then say those, um, Cyclorama. You've got two options, haven't you? Sort of. You could almost the way you've done on the website is that stick, so the one above the
Oh yeah,
backspace.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
I've seen people do it like with little lightning bolts or something like that in between. But oops.
Yeah, just it can look busy. I tend to use the
Yeah,
sticks on, I must admit, LinkedIn, where you kind of don't want too much. But if yours is
yeah.
so then I'd go and use the mobile phone emoji.
Oh yeah.
Actually, the other thing is, I think it's important to say properly where they are. Um,
Okay.
so what are we? How much characters are we at the moment?
We've got about 30 characters left, just under. We're at 133 from 160.
Yeah, we probably can't easily. Oh, we'd be able
So
to
we
put
can do
the
this.
location can go down below, so that's fine. We'll just put it
Oh,
in below.
okay. Because I was going to say we can go the bio Glow Studios photography and video production
I
spaces.
think it's a collection. I think that yeah. The thing is, because we do have still six. If you've got 6 months of being where you are as well, that's the other thing. So,
Yeah,
so I think a collection of works. A collection
yeah.
of we'll probably need. There's certain things where you can't have 160, so it's one of the longer ones.
All right.
So is a collection of, and then let's go. In this case, let's use the mobile phone emoji.
Yeah.
In fact, I think, and that one there, yeah.
That looks like a calculator.
Yeah,
That's all
it
right.
does look different on different ones, actually, even though
Yeah,
it's
right.
depending on where it goes to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then It's. Do you want me to read it out? It's 0413, or do you know? Is that your
Yeah,
number? It's
it's
probably no.
actually Rob's number. He generally gets most of the calls because if there's technical, does it matter if I have spaces in it
It's
or
good.
just leave
I
it
think
in?
it looks better if you put. We can afford the spaces. In this case,
Yeah,
probably you could put +61 and get rid of the zero maybe as well. Although actually on the website it's 04, so maybe just leave it like that. That's probably
yeah,
keep it
yeah,
consistent. Um, so um, so I reckon what we could do after kitchen, you could write studios because they're all studios, like you said.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then we've just about nailed it to have it.
Oh,
So in
yeah.
actual fact, um,
Yeah. So we can either do kitchen studios, or if we're going to keep it conversational, we could go facilities include cyclorama. Facilities. I think we're going to have enough space. Include. No, I think I prefer yours. Studios.
yeah,
Yeah.
you possibly got enough Glow Studios. I think rather than having that little the what do you call the colon is after studios, what you
Yeah.
could say is Glow Studios is a
Yes.
collection. Yeah,
Yeah. Keep it
yeah,
conversation.
and let's copy all of that, paste that into Basecamp just in
Yeah.
case it doesn't save
Yeah.
because we've
Good
got it.
idea.
Yeah. It looks like it's flexible enough that we can either add more or take off less. So we
Yeah.
know that. So yeah, we'll put that up there. Cool. It's probably the short. We'll use it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then let's go. Yep, back there. Location. Let's go. Let's call it Docklands Cotton Mills. Um,
Not quite enough if it's great. Actually, this is actually like that.
well, you know
Buckland.
what you could do is go Vic instead of saying Footscray.
Yeah.
Call it Docklands Cotton Mills
Yeah.
and VIC. It's interesting that, and then yeah, probably the cotton mills. I see what you mean. They actually do it like that, don't they? You probably could have the because you're calling yourself Glow Studios Melbourne, and then if you do Docklands Cotton Mills, most people would think that's in the Docklands. I had to do a double take. I didn't realize I live in Footscray, and
Mm.
I'm like, oh, it's yeah. There you go. I just
Yeah.
I know it's called the Cotton Mills. I didn't know it was called the Docklands Cotton Mills.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And it's
maybe yeah,
sometimes because they're part of the Port Authority actually has an overlay over all of the cotton mills and that Lonely Planet building and everything. So
yeah.
yeah. So
So
does this location does it bring up a map? Because I know
it,
I don't think the Dockland Cotton Mills has
yeah.
a Twitter account, or actually, you know what it is? Somebody, a business or a person at the Docklands Cotton Mills, I think, has taken the Twitter account and puts on his own political stuff.
Oh, really?
Um,
So,
yeah,
so um, yeah, I think we can probably let's put a comma after cotton mills.
yeah.
But to answer your question, in this case, no, it doesn't. It's not going to generate anything. It's actually just saying where it is.
Oh, right.
I
Okay.
think, and uh, I am, even though I know they put it together, I think given we can, I'd
Mm,
almost separate cotton mills. Just kind of
right.
look, it looks like it's not right. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, let's go, and then the website you can copy and paste. That does hyperlink, so that will create a. And
Okay.
then
Cool.
I
So if
reckon
that's yeah.
let's save that, and then I would add. Let's save it first, and then we'll switch to a professional once we've saved it. Okay, so that looks like it's done that, and
Mm.
then let's go edit profile, and just go switch to professional, and agree and continue, and that'll just say what it's your main service basically,
Okay.
which
So
is.
I should go photographic services, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd say too. Yeah.
It is a tough one. We always slip between the cracks on this because it's all very photographer person, like,
Technically, you're almost facilities.
yeah,
Yeah, but I go photographer services. I think that's what
yeah,
people would probably and it's a business. Yep.
yeah. Oh, right, or a creator, and that's for person. Yeah, service provider. Okay.
Okay. And then if we go click back on your profile, oh sorry, the one that's got there, the one above, and that's it. So that's what's it calling? It's calling you. It's got Glow Melb. So I reckon we want to update that. So let's go into under more. It'll have settings.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So we'll go
Settings and
settings and
support.
support. Yes. So settings and privacy there. That one. Yeah. And then we're going to go account information. It's going to ask for your saved password. So we'll click that
Um,
in.
how do I get rid of you in the background so I can see info at Studio Close? This one.
Uh, What we might do actually, let's update that password first, if that's okay. So I'll get you to, and then you'll be able to update it. So where it's got, well, let's just actually, while you're in this part, let's do username first. At least you can get that, and then we'll update the password second.
Yeah.
So let's go username. Let's call it,
It's Close Studios Melbourne, like the rest of them,
you
right?
know, yeah, but that might be too much. You know
Right.
what might not be though? Try Studio Glow,
Uh,
Studio Glow com au, just one word.
oh,
So it's the same
right.
as the website, but
And then you don't put the dot in. You
don't put
just
the dots. Yeah, just put com au. But yeah, make the maybe make the glow with a big G. Yeah,
yeah,
Studio Glow com au. That's one option.
yeah. I'm
The
not sure from
yeah.
that branding perspective that I'm wondering.
The other thing is go Glow Studios. Sorry, one word. Yeah. So Glow Studios. It's not available, but you could do a capital G37.
Right.
Or Glow
No.
Studios Melb. See Melbourne. So you probably could do just go Glow Studios Melb.
Yeah. I think that might be, even though it's different again, I think that it's more consistent with the other ones that are Glow Studios
Yeah, yeah, I
Melbourne.
think so too. That's
Yeah.
but the other thing is questionable whether if you posted it on Instagram whether that would still go through. It probably wouldn't. But
Oh,
anyway,
I see.
but only because they're a different handle. But I think that's okay. We can live with that. Glow Studios. The name is going to be the same, so that's going to be more. So let's stick with Glow Studios Melb.
Yeah.
Yep. People go Melb or Melbs. Melb, I think. Yep. Let's go save on that. Um, your phone number's probably the right one. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
45.
Yeah.
Everything else looks good there.
Yeah.
Um, uh, it doesn't hurt to put birth date only from security on there. Your probably gender is you're probably not a gender as such as a business. See how it's
Yeah.
got underneath it. You probably go either, but um, yeah. So maybe just go. Oh, look,
It's
it's not doing it. Oh, it's actually maybe because of the way it was set up in the first place. That's
yeah.
strange. So
Yeah.
there is no gender. Um, see how it's got add your gender. Click on that add where it's add your gender.
Oh, so you're putting in if you're
Oh, right.
a like
Oh, it's not
non-binary
applicable.
or
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So I guess if it goes he, him,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's not
Yeah.
worry about that. We probably don't
Yeah.
have to change that. We'll just leave it. You can remain a
I can remain
a
female.
feminine business. Um, let's go. Security. Where is a security and account access? let's go on that one. Let's update the password. I've given a suggested one. So well, actually, where is? Just click on that one. Yeah, maybe.
For
No,
password
two factor
protection.
additional. No, we don't want that one. So where's our passwords on this? Your account. Maybe
Do,
I
are
would
we
have thought it'd be
changing?
in there. Yeah, I was wanting to. So we just need a on Instagram and on Twitter. We need a password that we both know. So
Oh,
I've
right,
I've suggested one, and similarly with the publisher scheduler that we use, that's so that
right,
you get a free account on that. So
right.
it's just that yeah, so that I can sign in and post through the schedulers basically, or if
Yeah,
there's an issue. But I what yours is probably set by the looks of that quite ones that I'd never know, but which is a
yeah.
kind of it's funny how nowadays you have people. It's the real contrast, right? On the one hand, you got the most simple, and there's like I
Passwords.
think people would probably get that if they really wanted to, and then you got these ones that are I could see that and I would never know what the heck that was, because it
Yeah,
is the generated one. I
yeah.
reckon it must be somewhere on here where it's just go back to your account. So we don't need to set two factor.
Oh, here, change your password.
There we go. Yeah. So if you click on your current password and then put that in there, all I was going to suggest, if we go to Basecamp,
Yeah,
I've put one up the top. So it's not simple, but it's yeah, not perhaps as complex, but
right.
um,
Is it right at the
it's
very
yeah.
top?
So just if you scroll down a little bit further next to either Twitter or Instagram, I would have done a suggested.
Oh, okay. Yep, these ones.
See that there, yeah. So
Is that the one that you
what have we got?
prefer?
Suggested. Yeah, it looks like it. GS capital G, and then there's a character in there as well instead of the
Yeah,
one sort of thing. Yeah, if we
yeah,
can update it to that, then that
yeah,
way, as I said, we kind of um, we can both access it easily,
yeah.
but others can't. So yeah, back to Twitter, and then you'll probably have to save that into your keeper as well. Yeah,
Yeah. Do it.
yeah,
Okay. Save.
and that looks like it's done that. Your passport has been successfully updated. Perfect. All right, so if we go back now to profile, if you click on your profile on the left, and let's just copy the URL up the top, which is updated, which is again one you can use on the website.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's.
Don't worry too much about. I'm going to give you you're very neat and you're doing a great job keeping it organised, so that's great.
Yeah.
Um, then I reckon we can move then to Instagram. So
Okay.
let's go there. And you're saying you couldn't edit the photo. Let's have
Yeah.
one try while we're here. So let's
Yeah.
go edit
Edit
profile.
profile.
Let's see now with that new icon that you've created whether that
Hmm.
size. Often it's because it likes PNG. I think it doesn't like
JPEGs.
JPEG, but it also, if all else fails, you're better off trying it on the phone.
Oh, right. Okay. I was going to say because the reason why I chose JPEG, I actually did them. Oh,
So just
okay. Go on,
try,
look.
just go, yeah, so that looks like it's put that in now.
Yeah.
Let's go Glow Studios Melbourne as the actual name as well. So Glow Studios Melbourne. And then you've got your same Twitter. You could probably just copy and paste that bio into here
Yeah.
and update that.
Twitter bio.
Now, it doesn't have quite as much space, but let's see if it fits. And it's too much over, but
Uh,
how much over is it? Is it a lot?
5 characters.
Okay.
Um,
What do we say before? There was something that I, we don't need the studios after kitchen.
yeah.
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 And then everything else should be okay. So we'll just go submit.
Actually, I'm going to do phone number. Does the phone number display? Oh, we've got it here.
Yeah.
In
So that
here.
phone number down below is invisible. So
Oh,
as
it's
in, so that, yeah,
invisible.
as in
Okay.
that's only for, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's worth noting for you because that's probably your number, maybe, is it? Or,
That one's my number.
yeah.
Yep. And the
Yeah,
other
so
one is
if you've
not.
got the other one accessible, you can update them so that they're both, although they could be associated with another one. It doesn't, as I said, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably worth noting that it's associated, but realistically, when I sign in, I always just use the actual name um, of the username. Basically,
Yeah.
it's usually you can sign in just using that. You don't need to know the email and the phone number even,
Yeah.
except as I've had happen with all of my ones, where, as in all of my Diffy Social ones, I have a lot of location accounts, and I've just
Right.
had them yesterday
Yeah.
where they all got rejected, and
Oh,
from a post that I did, and now I've got to over my summer break work out how the heck I get them back.
no.
But it's not the end of the world in that I
Yeah.
set up a lot of locations. I used to have a lot of graduates in the different cities,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
and it's been good to be able to maintain them. But
Yeah.
yeah, if I ultimately do lose them, I guess it's not the end of the world, but it's just kind of slightly annoying. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's not the case here. But that can often happen where it's just how everything seems to be adding extra levels of security. That's all.
Yeah.
So maybe make a note that that's your number associated. Just back in Basecamp is that your phone number is the security
Yeah.
number on it. But anyway,
Correct. Yeah.
but
Most
we
of them are. That's fine because
yeah
what we've got, I mean, Rob is kind of the face, I suppose. So I often put his number because
yeah
sometimes when people ring to hire, they ask technical questions about equipment, like
yeah
photography equipment.
yeah
But usually all the accounts and everything that's set up
the
is set up in my
administration
name
side of
because I
things. Yep.
administrate everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Perfect.
just the two of us in the business. So if it's not my number, it's his. It's not a big
Yeah.
reach as to which number it would be.
Yeah. All good. So if we go back on, actually, no, while we're in here, so we
Yeah.
think we've submitted. So let's go and again just update password on here. So on the left hand side, it's got change password, um, and
Oh, yeah.
so just use same as the Twitter one.
Yeah. So that's
So you'll be able to click on that part. Yeah.
and the new password was that was at the top.
Oh yeah, I should have maybe pasted down below as well. You're only
Yeah.
going to be one more time you're going to use it actually,
Yeah.
but we will use it for the Publer, your free Publer as well. Yeah.
Instagram update. Change password.
That looks good. I reckon that's done what it does. Yep. So let's go on the left-hand side. Go back to profile. Yeah. Interesting that says change to professional. So let's just copy that Instagram URL up the top and paste that into
Basecamp.
Basecamp. Yep. Yeah. Maybe just make a note for you. Well, I'm going to write it up anyway, but the passwords have changed. That's all, just that we updated those. Cool.
Oh, yep.
So what you could do, oh yeah,
Because once they go into one password, it's like because I
that's it's
logged
saved.
into.
You don't need it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's already
exactly. You know how
saved.
they're going to get in. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's good
Yeah.
that you've got that set up. All right. What? Interesting how it says about. So let's leave that. You've not been posting here, right?
No.
No, by the looks. Yep. So
Yeah.
let's go to your Facebook page now.
Okay.
Do you want to take 5 minutes? Just take a few minutes. I might just make a.
Sure.
I might
Yeah,
just make a
make
coffee.
yourself
We're
yeah,
making good headway. So
yeah, good. Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
we're doing well. And I'm glad you just clicked onto that Facebook because I can
Yeah,
see that it looks like your Meta Business Suite. I'm going to be able
excellent.
to go. It says about connecting that it's already connected, so that's a good sign.
Yeah,
So that's going to be good. I'm going to make a
okay.
quick coffee because
Yeah,
I
I'll make a hot drink as well.
that would be awesome. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
All right, no worries. I'll just let the kettle on now.
Right. Okie doke.
Oh,
Vicky?
hi,
No.
back.
I'll let you know, finish what you need to do.
Oh, that's all right. I was actually just going through and clearing out emails that I don't need to look at.
Oh no.
Yeah,
It's the good thing is, particularly I think this week, I'm already noticing it seems like it's sort of it's slowing down in terms of
yeah,
um, I don't know if you've put yourself on lists and things like that, but even just the ones that on the list that I'm clearly on.
yeah,
Um, now, so this is good. So it looks like we've already got. We're not going to be changing names, actually URLs and that sort of thing. So that's good. So you can just copy that Facebook URL up the top to start with, and we'll
yeah,
paste that in. We'll maintain the Glow Studios Melbourne name. So
yeah.
put that into Basecamp, and then we'll click back on that one there. Yeah. So let's with that updated cover photo, what you could do is left click on, see how it created the post. Let's just
Yeah,
left click on either the one that's been posted yeah, you can left click there because that is the cover. So
yeah.
left click there, or just so you should be able to just left click it and open it so it opens
Oh,
the picture
open.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
right.
it.
Yep.
And then on the right hand side, see how it's got edit.
Yeah, it's that.
Right hand side, sorry, underneath the logo in the
Oh, over
description. Yeah,
here.
so we can add a
Yes, yes.
description here. So let's use that longer description if you like. I reckon. Let's just
Okay.
go in Basecamp, and it sort of says that one there that's got yep. Talk to us today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's right. It's a few extra spaces. Yeah, there we go. That's a very long, but anyway, it
Yeah.
gives um, let people it'll show the start of it, so let's just and then we can close that one down there on the
Okay.
left hand side. Yeah, and I think on the icon itself, so scroll up and we've got that icon, just click on that one and we just put the short Twitter one, I reckon, behind that one. So if
All right.
you click there, see how it's got edit. Yeah. What we could do here is at the end, just do our hashtags as well. So underneath, let's go. So go space space. So as in enter,
Yep.
and I reckon you would go hashtag glow glow studios, and then so yeah, just
Do I
probably
choose
all
that?
lowercase is fine.
Yeah.
That's just to own your own name, really, and then a
Yeah.
space,
Yeah.
and then you would go. Uh, Probably usually 3 to 4 tops.
Right. Okay.
I reckon you go with uh,
Photography studio.
photography studios. Which one's more? Yeah, photography studio. Yeah,
258K posts.
and then videography or film studio. Try. Yeah,
Mm.
probably just need
Mm.
that hashtag in front of it. That's
All
all.
right. Yeah. Oops. 18K posts. I might try that film studios, like you said. Mm. That's 52,000.
Okay, so
Post.
that's higher, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, go film studio. Um, and I think for now, given they're the two prominent things, right, I would just
yeah,
leave it as those two.
yeah.
Um, you can copy those, as in those three, I should say. Copy those three, yeah, and then just paste them into Basecamp and finish editing. Yep.
I will be doing some hashtag research, hopefully over the break. Yeah, I did this little sort of like a bit of an SEO course just to understand the little ins and outs, and they had some good tips. So
Yep.
I had started to do it, but have like fallen behind a bit. So I'll probably use the holidays to catch up.
Yeah. The thing with uh, particularly, I think we might have talked about it when we did our little consult session. So in the past, particularly on Instagram,
Yeah,
having a stack of hashtags, you know, you might do, probably 10 you could do, cyclorama and
right.
kitchens, whatever.
Yeah,
Um, and Melbourne, clearly all that sort of stuff. The weight of those nowadays is pretty low, right? In
right.
terms of you kind of want to have one you can own, Glow
Yeah,
Studios,
yeah.
one that kind of basically more accurately. So it doesn't mean that a bit like what you just did then. If film studios is better than photography studio, or sorry, or video
Video.
studio,
Yeah.
then it's that's probably the thing. The reason being is where we kind of get the real reach now is as soon as you spend $1, because their
Oh,
algorithm,
right.
particularly on Facebook and Instagram, the algorithm is pretty low, right?
It
So
limits you because it
it,
wants you to
it
spend the money.
exactly. It's
Yeah,
just that's the just unfortunately the reality. So,
yeah,
and as you said, from an SEO perspective,
yeah,
though, which is kind of different. SEO typically is more just the words themselves back on
yeah,
websites and even on the social media, that when we're posting, we just make sure that there is the words that do form part of the service. All those things that you do have and the
yeah,
services that you do provide. So, but yeah, it's one of those things. It's good to make sure that you at least have a solid ones that you're going to use.
yeah,
But yeah, it'll be yeah, and to be fair, if you've done a little course and these things, we can always, let me know if you want to change or with. But I typically use the
yeah,
standard three on all posts, right? So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so that just means if anybody's ever looking for photography studio or film studio, that at
That you're
least
going to
somewhere
come
in the
up.
hashtag you're going to show up, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly.
so
And that's fine. Yeah, I totally get that. The
yeah,
course, I mean, it did have an element of, it was actually not hashtag research, it was keyword research. So it was about keywords. And that's, yeah, a lot more focused to the website, of course, than it is to, the socials. So I totally
yeah, but they
understand.
all do work hand in hand, and so yeah, there is
Yeah,
often little takeaways that can
from
be
each.
had
Yeah,
as yeah. Let's let's then go back to Facebook.
yep.
So, and we'll close that one out, as in left hand side. Um, let's go then. Where are we? Let's go edit page info, just above settings on the left
Um,
hand side. Down the bottom, it's the
yep,
second from the bottom here.
yep.
And so we got, I reckon, the name, let's call it Glow Studios Melbourne up the top as well. Yeah. And, oh yeah,
Yep.
request changed. That'll be okay. You can only do that, I think, once in 7 days or something.
Yeah,
So
right.
that's all good. We're not going to change the username, which is the more critical one. So then there's description. This one's actually about 200. So
Okay.
I would use um, um, a longer version of maybe the Twitter version. So
Right.
maybe put the Twitter version in there, and
Yep.
then decide if there's anything else you want to.
Add.
Uh, and it may be that you actually put the location in. You basically Glow Studios um, at Docklands Cotton
Yeah.
Mills. For instance, up the top, you could.
So located
Copy that just so in case that's too long as well. So
Oh,
copy
right.
it, and then
So
so
it
you've
doesn't
got.
tell you, does it?
No,
It
it doesn't.
doesn't. Oh,
It will just decide whether it'll let. Actually, well, the
it
thing is, it's
just
got a
cuts it
green
off.
tick, so the green tick suggests it's going to be all right.
Oh,
Actually,
right. Yeah.
yeah. So I think that's going to be all right. Yeah. So
Okay.
Glows is a collection of photography. Yeah, yep, that should be fine. Yep.
I
So that's
might
going to.
do this. Let's test it. Facilities include.
Yeah. There you go.
Still seems to be okay, doesn't it? Oh, no. Green tick is gone. Oh, no, is that because I'm out of the
Yeah,
space?
but you're out of it, so that's okay.
Right.
So yep, it's saved it. That's fine.
Yep. Okay.
You might want to, given that is a mid version, maybe just copy that
Yeah.
and paste that into Basecamp. At least we've got it if there's something else that lets us do longer versions.
Yeah. Facebook. Fine.
Yep. And then let's go categories. So what happens if you write studio in there? Because you can have three, I think.
All right.
No. Oh, your film television studio? Yeah.
Studio, interior design, dance, salon, music. No,
Try creative, something creative space or something. Creative director. No, not really.
no advertising. Design at art school. We could try co-working space.
Maybe
Mm,
just try putting space in there and see what gee, space could bring
yeah,
up anything, but space.
restaurant.
No,
That's not relevant.
um,
Office. No. I'll just put in what else comes up under photography.
and maybe photographer because that covers off as well on
Yeah.
yeah, the other side. So yep.
Did it
So you
get rid
can.
of the first one?
Oh, it looks like it did. What was the
Oh,
other one that we had?
it was photography and video. Photography
There you go. Yeah.
and videography. That's weird. Where is that?
Or maybe photographer and photography. Yeah.
I might do the other one is probably more
Yeah,
relevant.
that's right. Keep photography and videography. Maybe yeah, you can only
Oh,
have
it only
one
allows you one.
one
Yeah.
of those things. Yeah. Okay. Contact is right. Info is right. I just copy and paste so it's HTTPS is in front of
Oh, yeah.
those just to make sure it's
It links properly.
yeah. I mean, as I said, sometimes it's not really going to make any difference, but I always it's better to be safe.
Yeah. Okay, so this one,
So maybe let's update this. Yeah.
yeah.
So probably with your 90 Moreland Street,
Yeah.
you click on Footscray. I was going to say you probably don't need to write Footscray above. I would maybe put in brackets G37
All right.
and G49.
Yeah. 91 Moreland Street. So I might go. G uh, is our construct because it's like glow 37 or glow 49.
Ah, got you. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not actually a part of the
It's
address.
not.
So I'm wondering whether I should put units 37 and 49.
Oh, well, actually, in fact, you probably, if that's the case, then you just do 37 and 49. I think it's probably, if you put
Right.
it, if you,
This doesn't. Does this lead
Yeah,
you
it
to
won't.
a
No,
map?
so you in the where it's got postcode, you just need to update the
Oh yeah.
postcode to 3011. But also, I think you're going to have to actually drag
The
the
cursor.
arrow to where it
Yeah.
actually is. So maybe view in, just bring it in, and then drag it
Oh
across.
right. Yeah.
Because I don't
Right.
think it's going to automatically bring it across for you. At least sometimes when I'm doing that, it starts in the Pacific. So at least here, you're at least in the same city.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it. Just follow the road.
Yeah. Exactly. Where just here. Whoops. Miss Parker. Oh, it's here. No, go back. Oh, it's got the little Reese Plumbing Centre here. They're gone now, I think.
True. I think is that the one that became no, the flower market I think's behind that. There's a big
Yeah,
flower.
it's one further back. I'm just going to put it there because that's kind of about where we are.
That's about right. Yeah.
Concrete Blonde. He's not there. He's here. That's interesting.
So then underneath you've got service area.
Yeah.
I'd start with the obvious and just write Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, click on that. And then I'd put Footscray.
Oh, so you can put more than
You can
one.
put lots, yeah. In fact, sometimes we were talking before about SEO and that sort of thing. You can put a
Yeah.
squillion.
Yeah.
So you got West Melbourne as well, where you've specifically had locations.
We're probably West Melbourne,
Put
Australia.
put Docklands in.
Um, yeah, I'm wondering if West Melbourne, North Melbourne.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think probably where our, yeah, they'd be looking at Melbourne would be the main one, I would say.
I think that's the advantage is you've got the hold all of Melbourne, but then you've kind of got your more specific location.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I think when you are a bricks and mortar,
yeah,
being able to put Melbourne first and then really kind of a little bit tighter with the locations, I think that's
yeah,
probably about right there. So
yeah.
having those in. If you then go, you could probably just make your hours the same. Oh, it looks like you probably have done that.
Oh, yeah, they are the same, yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, just to the bottom. Do you have a privacy policy on the website? Maybe not.
We don't because we don't collect information and we
Okay.
don't
So you're not too worried
on
about
the
that. Yeah, so
website. Yeah.
okay. So scroll to the bottom. Is this on this one where they have is the bottom, is it?
Should I be going here operating as usual?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So additional improving accessories. So those kind of pages.
Probably oh yeah, in there actually I'm not even sure that's yeah, I'm not sure that's going to be visible to anybody, especially to be honest, in
Right.
that part there. Um,
Yeah,
just
so that's probably still relevant if we want to leave it in there, but
yeah, I think it's okay to leave in there. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I think what you can do is actually, in fact, your work around Glow Studios is located in West Melbourne. If
Yeah.
you actually say is located in Melbourne's West,
Yeah.
you actually cover off both
Yeah.
locations. So, um,
West. West.
what you could then do is have a little dash and says you might say in the iconic
Oh yeah.
uh, and then you could say and only meters and if you're wanting to say both.
Yeah. Yeah. Waitu is located in Melbourne's inner west.
You possibly haven't got quite the same choice of cafes down there at the front.
No, that's right.
Bit,
Although the
bit
new
further
cafe,
walk.
yeah, the new cafe at the entrance of the cotton mills, there's new management there,
Oh,
and
is
they're
it?
doing a great job.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
yeah, it's they do Viet, so Vietnamese
All
food
right.
and cafe food. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's really thriving in there. Like I walked in there at lunchtime once, and it was packed. Every seat was taken. People were queuing,
Wow.
and that just it's not been like
Yeah,
that
because it
down
used to
there.
be like a truck stop virtually,
Yeah,
and it was always
exactly.
open. It was from that
Yeah,
perspective, it was okay, and but it was very much get your bacon and egg sarnie sort of thing.
yes,
And
exactly.
but then the one around the corner at the old Lonely Planet that had a nice
Yeah.
little cafe. I don't know if that's still there.
No, it's not. They've
It's gone,
actually
did it?
changed to like a event venue. So
Oh,
I
really?
think that maybe they just do functions or something, but they're not open as a cafe anymore, which is a
Oh, okay.
shame. That was a good one
Yeah, it
too.
was pretty good. It was popular
Yeah,
on weekends even.
yeah.
All right,
Mm.
so
To the first one, they have that too. Let's do just like maps in there. You'll find us in the iconic cotton mills. There is to and from the airport and City Link in just 15 minutes. That's probably fine.
and you
Wi-Fi.
don't have to worry about that one
Okay.
necessarily. So yeah, um, you might want to, if you're affordable, you probably could do $2 or $3 rather than having the you
Oh,
know,
the unspecified.
yeah,
Yeah,
rather than being unspecified.
yeah,
Moderate probably okay.
yeah.
Scroll down to the currency you need to add in there. You're an
Aussie
Australian page.
dollars.
That's
Yeah,
other accounts we can do though.
yeah.
So we'll go. You just need to write in Glow Studios Melbourne, all
Uh,
lowercase, and that's your Instagram one. And then go add, and then yeah, add again, and then but one below, make it Twitter.
oh, yeah. So our Twitter one,
It was just Melb, so Glow Studios Melb.
yeah. Oh, you don't need the at in there, do you?
Uh,
Mm,
and I leave those ones. They're the main two that will actually just highlight the
right.
create a hyperlink, and I
Yeah,
yeah don't the others to connect to others probably not that real necessary.
yeah.
Um, let's go then. That's I think all we need to do in the edit one. So
Mm,
let's go back to the page. So if you go home on on the left hand side,
oh, yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
And then what I'll get you to do on the right hand side, it's got open now, or it's got manage your page and
mm,
Instagram account together. That should open it separately. Yep. Okay. Oh, and see, it doesn't have your Instagram connected. So that's the thing. So I'll get you to copy the URL up the top. So that's your Meta business URL. So
right.
just copy that for me. Yeah. Put this underneath.
Okay.
Now what I get you to do, although you've got multiple accounts, so let's go back to that Meta business one, which is the next one over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's go see where it's got your icon on the left hand side, and there's a little arrow. Can I get you just to click on that little arrow for me there? Yeah, see, there's that wheel next to Glow Studios on the
Yeah.
right. Yeah, click on that for me. Okay, cool. Okay. And then what we'll do to start with is go to the top part says business account info. Just click on business account info, yeah. And then what you may as well do is copy that URL for me up the top as well. That's your business account basically,
Right.
which we're going to add me into.
Yeah.
So yeah, underneath. It looks like we're going to maybe even add you in there as well, because I
Yeah.
think
Right.
at the moment you've got access as an admin to the page, but not necessarily to the business account the way that it's done,
Right.
albeit that you're running it. It's on
Yeah.
your thing. So let's go edit on the right hand side and let's put the so on the right it's got yeah, and just put, we'll call it Glow Studios Melbourne actually. Yeah, and we'll click on the little camera and we'll put in your icon as well.
Mm-hmm. Um, I'll select a profile.
Great. And okay, so what's it got? Moved, manage, enhanced settings in business manager. Well, we're actually in business. Just right click on that go to business settings one for me. I think it's just a slightly different look than this one.
Right.
Yeah, so open link in new tab. Yeah, and then we'll go to that one. Yeah, and in here. So you might want to just go up the top. It's got edit, and then we'll add your primary page. So
Oh, top right here.
top right, edit. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
And then just type in Glow Studios, and then click on that. There it is. Yeah. And up the top, call business name, call it Glow Studios Melbourne. Actually, you probably can leave the business name just as Glow Studios. That's actually
Yeah.
the business names. And then just go
Yeah.
save up the top. So you've done a little bit of this. So I reckon 5% of people I work with have actually done this part. Most
Oh,
of the time,
right.
well, even just finding the business manager sometimes is difficult.
Yeah.
So let's go then edit the business details.
So,
And you possibly want to, do you want to update your business address or are you going to keep that for now?
I'll update it because then I'd have to come back and do it
You
now.
can
Yeah.
get mail to your other address, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Do they send mail? Do they?
No, I'm just saying, yeah, no, it's more the fact that it is something that it is just an address, so it's not like the
Yeah.
only one that which you're not going to need, but had we needed the Google postcard, but even that, I have a feeling sort of slowly being phased out potentially.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, no, I don't think they won't send it to you. It's more the fact that, so this one here, that would just be your ABN. I'd put an ABN in there because
Oh,
whilst it
here.
says it's optional, once you get
Yeah.
into, if you do any advertising, they're going to want to know it. So
Yeah. Um, legal name of business is not G Studios. Oh, the legal name. So that's the entity that owns. We've got an entity and also the business name. So we've got an entity, Smelly Pants Proprietary Limited, trading as Glow Studios as a business name. So Glow
yeah, so it's
Studios.
up to you. I think the legal name of probably, yeah. So in this case, I don't think either or is going to be fine. So that's
Yeah,
all.
right.
So
Okay,
that's all
cool.
good. So that's good. And then down below, see how it's got my info.
Yep.
Let's put in your add your email into here. Great. And then just go save. That probably will send you a verification, I think. What's it got there? Unverified. So now I'd just go and check your email.
That's from the name change. Oh, here we go. Confirm.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
So with that's on the far right now, maybe drag that all the way to the left of Instagram. Yeah, that's perfect. Then while we're in this part, I reckon the next thing we do is if you add me in here.
Yeah.
So just go add.
This is still thinking about
Oh, is it?
something.
It's still doing something. Okay, yeah. All
I'm
right.
not sure what though. I'll just verify that I can refresh that. Yeah, so that's verified.
Okay. Maybe close this one then. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is for you, right? So here you're adding yourself. So you're uh oh no, this is for me actually.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, yeah,
Yeah.
so I actually use marketer at for
All right.
my Facebook program. So marketer at Diffy DIFY social .com.au. Yeah. And then click on that one and admin on this one. It's on the right. Yeah.
Does that one stay there as?
Yeah, yeah. You
Yep.
can hold it
Okay.
employee slash admin. Yeah. And then next, I have a feeling we're still gonna be adding you to the pages as well as me. So I just thought we'd
Yeah.
do me first, and then we're both
Yeah.
in it. Let's go
That's right.
next. And then so news page. Go classic. Click on classic pages for me on the left. Yeah, click on Glow Studios. So again, we're going to probably it'll force us to update to new, I reckon. But anyway,
Yeah.
and then on the right hand side, there should be one that just says everything basically. So that way, manage
Full
page. Yep,
control.
yep,
Yeah.
and invite, and just go done. I'm going to go and see that that comes through for me, and because once we've done that, then we need to add Instagram into here as well. So give me
Right.
1 second. Um, it's very peaceful working in this office.
Yeah.
Um,
Kind of, it's peaceful here today too. We've got two massive building sites at each end of our street, and you can usually hear the crane going the whole
yeah,
day. But it's I reckon they've knocked off.
true.
Knocked off
Looks
early.
like it's going to be a beautiful few days, actually, leading
Yeah.
to Christmas and even around Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried, as in I actually work at the MCG, and the Boxing Day test looks like it's going to be it's really warm.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to have plenty of sunscreen, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, just accepting that. It takes a little bit. It's not quite the same acceptance as
Yeah.
Google, so that's it. Now I've got that now. By the looks, albeit that it just took me to Diffy Socials ones, but yep, it looks like I've accepted that. So if you refresh, that should show me as having accepted, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yep. So just so you know who that guy is, let's go back to Facebook next to LinkedIn on the left hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and up the top, it's got search Facebook. Just do Stephen VEN space G for Gary,
Yeah.
space Hubbard. Yeah, that's the first one down. Yeah, and I reckon we probably should connect so that way you're basically. So if you click on, it's interesting. You know the two photographers that I'm connected to. That's interesting.
Oh,
So it's
where's?
Kim Tonelli and Erin Pym.
Oh
They're-
yeah. Erin used to be a part of our studio.
Did she?
Yeah.
There you go,
She's
Erin.
back in. Is she back in Canada now?
She may well be. I know. fact, both of them through business networking stuff. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah.
but
And
I'm
Kim Tonelli is actually Rob and Kim belong to. They've known each other for a long time. They belong to the similar, same mentoring group.
very good. There
Yeah,
you are.
yeah,
So I'm going to just go and find that one. So yeah, that's clearly the same profile that you see on my Google and stuff as
yeah.
well. But let me just go and sometimes if you don't, actually, yeah, you sent it to me, not the other way around. So I was going to say, yeah, sometimes if you don't do it on the day, trying to find the invites to
Oh,
connect,
yeah,
because
yeah.
even when it comes through, like even though you just did it a second ago, it's sitting at about 30th down in my notification. So it's
Oh
not like
God,
that
right.
easy to find. But anyway, we are now connected.
Yeah,
That's not my absolute fun teams, Steve. So you won't get bombarded with my pictures of 7 year
yeah,
old going out over the Christmas tree. It's actually more what I use it a bit more like LinkedIn, in fact. So
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
slightly boring professional Steve. Um, so that is that. You can go back to, so if you click on your 9 dots on the right hand side here and you can go to your pages. Oh, we can just go back to here. But I was just
Oh,
thinking
okay.
on this one, if you wanted to go back to your actual page, just
Oh,
click on the 9 dots there, I reckon.
yeah.
And then page. Oh, no, that says create page. Yeah, so where is it on the left hand side? Pages. So
Oh,
underneath most recent.
oh, that's create. Sorry,
Yeah.
I did exactly what you
Yeah,
said.
that's well, I looked at that's what I looked at first too. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Pages. Here
yeah,
we
that's
go.
it. There you go.
Yeah.
And that one there.
Rose
Yep.
Studios.
Yep. So there we are. And then we're going to go back to, let's go to the one next to Instagram first.
Yep.
And let's go down here. So underneath accounts on the left hand side, it's got pages. So let's
Yep.
click on that. This should by rights show, yep. Okay. And then, okay, so it's showing how we both have access to that side of things.
Yep.
So that's that. Um, if you go further down underneath apps, it's got Instagram accounts. Can I get you to click on Instagram accounts? Yeah. All right. So what's this saying here on the top? Switch to business to manage access. Okay. So what is that on the left? Is that the right one?
That is me. That's my personal
Yeah, you
one.
don't want that one, right?
Yeah.
So we go remove here on the right hand side.
On
There's got
the.
remove.
Let's see. Oh yeah, remove over here.
Yeah.
Remove Instagram account.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then we're going to go add.
Um.
So in the middle, it's got
Oh
add.
yeah, right there in
Yeah.
the blue button.
And we're going to go, you scroll down here and then go, yeah, connect an Instagram. And then we've got
Yeah.
the other
Where's
one.
this?
So
This
you
one
do
says.
if you type, oh, just type in there. And remember, we've got an updated, oh, you've already updated the password. So, but that
Yeah.
doesn't look like the right one though, is it?
It
It's,
doesn't look like that is correct.
no.
Hang on, let me just go here. Instagram, Glow.
It's the middle one. Glow Melb.
Just
Was,
do this now.
was
Uh,
that, we may have all called it that. Sorry, it may well have remembered that from the first time you had.
yeah,
But I reckon we just need to update the wording when you go to sign in now. So if you
right.
go, yeah, go to there again, just write in, oh yeah, log in that one there. Okay, instead of using save passwords, just
Yeah.
go, just type in Glow Studios Melbourne, maybe all lowercase. I don't know that it matters. The password is probably correct.
Let's show it. No, that's
Okay, so we just copy and paste.
it's gonna be that one. That's the correct
Okay,
password, right? But I'm wondering, okay, let's try that with Glow Studios Melbourne.
yeah, save info there. Okay, and just looks like it's saying finish on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Go OK. And what is that saying over there? Yeah, switch. Yeah, switch to biz. What's that saying? Yeah, and log in. You just might need to write the right
Oh,
thing up the top. Just need to change the wording of it probably in the
yeah.
password manager.
Yeah. Those studios. I might do that right now because that will trip me up at some point. Instagram. Edit. Okay.
Okay, it looks like it's got it now. So,
Yeah.
and business. Yeah. Next.
Oh, right. Product or service, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not very broad, is it?
No.
Okay, and done. Okay, and now add people in the middle on the top there. It's got add people. That middle section there. There we go. Click on both of us. Yeah, and then scroll.
Does it?
Just go content up the top. Just click everything there. Yeah, and just assign. Actually, insights as well. Just make sure everything goes across. Oh, it says can't be assigned. That's strange.
Yeah, it's part of permission. This is on as part of the. Oh, it's on as part of that I've selected.
Okay.
Maybe that's just for partial access. It says that
Yeah.
can't be assigned. Community activities on, ads are on, and insights are on.
Yeah, I don't think there's an ad. There's probably not ads associated with it yet, so so we don't have to worry about that. So let's just go assign
Yeah.
and go done. I think the reality is once it's sitting in there, we should by rights have access anyways. So
Yeah.
when so that's all good. So I think what you should find now is so that's all I think we can do in this part for now.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Meta. So which I think is so go to the one next to Facebook, the one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, no, not that one. What's the next one over? Or maybe actually these are all business setting ones, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go back to Facebook
Yeah.
and then let's go back to where, so in the middle where it says open now, manage your page and Instagram account together.
Yeah.
Click on that. Let's see whether Instagram's now showing. Okay, let's go continue. Yeah, and connection. Yeah. And yep, access to messages. This is why you could only partially assign.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yep.
Yeah.
So continue. Another login. Okay. You're a dab hand at the last pass. That's good.
Yeah.
And done. And by rights, that should show both of them now. There you go.
Oh,
Right. So
okay.
basically, that's connected.
Yeah.
Happy days. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not going to worry about. So now, what you'll notice on the left-hand side, where the little arrow was, where we started, back on the left. If you do your drop down there now, actually show it still just shows, oh yeah, it's Facebook and Instagram account, it's
Yeah.
written in there. Yep. So
Yeah.
that's okay. So let's keep, so that's perfect. What
Yeah.
I've thought that we haven't done so far is we can go to our Twitter and copy the URL and put it into YouTube, because I don't think we did that before. So, and then we'll put in our Instagram into YouTube
Okay.
and also Facebook. So YouTube is on the, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Easy.
So this one is Twitter.
Yep. And then we'll do Instagram next. We'll probably finish up putting Twitter at the bottom, but that's okay. For now,
Yeah.
we'll leave it where it is. So Instagram, yeah. And then Facebook will be the next one.
All right. Yep.
You can publish that, and
I'll
then
just try
then
and
we'll,
get it up to the bottom.
yeah, and then we'll
I'll publish.
we'll move to LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's that one. Now, yeah. So LinkedIn is probably the next one to have a look at.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is my personal page.
Yeah. So if you close that, yeah. So you miss it. So this is you. So let's go to your profile, and so where it says me up the top. Oh yeah. So even clicking on that will probably take you to your profile actually.
Right. Oh,
And
look, we do have a clue. Oh, maybe not. I've put down that I work at Glow Studios,
yeah,
but this is
scroll
obviously.
down. I don't think. Yeah. So scrolling down a little bit further. Yeah, you come up as being, yeah, but we're going to create that for you. So,
Yeah.
so on the so just, let me just double check on the audit that there was nothing, there wasn't one to claim. Actually, there was a Glow Studios unclaimed, but
Should
I
I see?
reckon we're better off just starting at a new.
Yeah.
There's no real need to. It says, but the only because it's and I don't even know if it'd be you actually. I think we talked about actually it's not you. I think we worked out that it's not you. So,
Right.
so let's create. Let's go on work on the right hand. Oh, you're right.
On work.
So on the top there, yeah, work, and then at the bottom it's got create a company page,
Yep.
and we're going to go company. And we'll go Glow Studios Melbourne. And with the URL, I don't think we need the dashes underneath. So let's just make it one word so it's the same as Facebook and Insta.
Yep. Yep.
The website we can copy and paste.
Should be the business name is actually Glow
That's how it
Studios.
should be. The Glow Studios Melbourne will keep, I think.
We'll keep the Melbourne to
Yeah, I
be
think so.
consistent.
Just because we know that it comes up elsewhere, and so you kind of own the Melbourne version, right?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
way.
Okay. Cool.
Let's go. Yep. So copy and paste the website. Yep. Industry.
I'll just go down to photography.
Yep. 2 to 10. And privately held.
Yes. So we are.
Second from the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do the icon. Yeah. And the tagline, this is the shortest one. So this one maybe
Yeah, I'm doing photography and video production spaces. Yeah.
so with this one we probably just don't have the phone number at the end of the tagline. So we could
All right, so
possibly
grab the
have everything
Twitter.
else that we've got on Twitter. In fact, yeah, copy and paste and see where it runs out.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to cut out about 30 characters. So we will go.
So we get rid of the studios and the phone number at the end. Yeah. And
Oh,
then,
now
oh, that's
3
close.
characters. Probably the emojis.
Uh,
Or do you like
yeah,
to keep them in there?
that's a good point. We probably don't need the emojis here. You just do a maybe another stick. Because the other thing I thought you could do, you've already got Glow Studios. What you could say is um, a Glow Studios is a collection. So I was just thinking you could almost say a collection of. Well, so you only need to save 4 spaces though. Now I reckon we can save that 4 spaces. So having Glow Studios, um, or maybe you could go back to what you had before. Remember when you did the dot the
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So
So
Glow Studios, a collection. A collection. Oh, we've got 4 characters that
still
we need to
4. Okay.
yes,
Um,
look out in kitchen.
Glow Studio.
So is it good? It's going to come. So maybe we don't need to say Glow Studios.
Maybe just say collection of.
Yeah,
Oh, so collection of.
that's great. So we're at 110 now. So we've actually got 10 characters. We could put the emojis back
Yeah, you
in.
can put the emojis back in.
Oops. Let's go to base count. Spaces.
Yeah. How much we got? 4. Yeah, well, let's just go with that. I think. Oh, actually, you're almost. I know 4 spaces isn't enough.
To put studios in. Before over.
You know what? Could you just say Glow Studios? Um, provides photography and
Instead of a
instead of having
collection
a
of.
collection of
Yeah. You could probably go Glow Studios.
offers.
You could just even do that. Glow Studios, photography and video production spaces.
True.
Cyclorama green screen. We're at 119, so I can put in the little
That's
film emoji back in again.
the phone.
No, the film,
Oh,
because
the
I,
film.
I
Oh,
cut it
yeah.
down
Oh,
to
you're
just
right.
the
Oh, you got
camera.
there you go. Awesome.
There we go.
Oh,
Cyclorama. Oh,
one try. You know what? The emojis are classed as more than one. That's the thing.
oh, are
Maybe.
they?
Oh no. This probably is just a space.
It's a space between them. That's all right. We'll just do 119. How's that? We're right on it. Glow Studios, photography and video production spaces.
Yeah.
Cyclorama
Okay.
green
Let's go
screen.
with that.
Yeah, I think that says
You want to
it.
copy that just in case it doesn't save the way it should, but
Yeah.
you did have it go to some effort there. Yeah, and create page.
Okay, so this is LinkedIn. LinkedIn tagline. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Create
create
page.
page. Yep. Okay, and then let's see on the left hand side. There's a little pencil, so you can add the cover picture in.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a slightly different look to what normally. does, but it's okay. And we're just going to use the same one that we've used across. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this one's another one that's pretty skinny. So
Yeah.
this picture is pretty flexible. It's quite good.
Yeah.
Looks nice actually in there.
Oh, good.
Very nice. And then you go edit page underneath.
Page.
And then here you can put the long about. So you can go back to, and you could use the full version.
Full version.
You could even put the hashtags underneath if you wish. Oh, yes.
But the formatting
It's
always.
funny how it does that. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oops. And hashtags.
there is a section where you actually get to add hashtags in here, but we might as
Oh,
well
right.
put it in your description as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And paste, yep. And then what have we got here? Privately held, that's all good. You can put the phone number in.
Phone number. Yeah. So we'll go. Oh, no. Oopsie. Oh, God, you found it. Rob, do you remember what year we started the studios? Was that 2006?
Okay.
What year did we start the studios at?
Well, we've been here 8. We were down there at 9, which is 17 years, and we took it up about 2 years after, so 15 years.
Okay.
So, which makes it,
Maths is not. What are we now? 2022.
So it makes it 217. 207.
207. Okay.
Yeah.
Specialties. What are these specialties?
So here you would say, yeah, photography. You can add up to 20. So photography, videography, photographic studios or photo studio. So
Oh, I did that.
we'll just go
Just
back.
go back.
Don't know what happened there.
No, it's actually bumped. Oh, I hope we haven't lost everything.
Yeah, that is very strange.
Oh, no,
Because
here we are.
we go.
However, it's
Yeah.
it's
Just close
lost.
that for a second and let's refresh this page.
Okay.
So let's just refresh it. Maybe we went because yeah, it can be a bit testy. It's a funny So let's go back to edit page. Yep.
Okay, so we've lost that part, which was the.
Just a bit of formatting to redo.
Yeah. That's right. Photography industry probably found. Oops. Oh, I know what these specialties are. They are at the bottom when you go, for example, if it was me, am I specialist in photography, am I specialist in Photoshop, and then people can confirm that you are,
Yeah, on companies they can't do that, but it's just another one of those things that makes you searchable.
Right, okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's a bit like we were talking about before. You can put up to, I think, is it up to 20? Yeah.
yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
hurt to have the key things that you've got on the website.
Yeah. Mm. Information product. Um, yeah. Video. Studio. Studio. Oh, I just got a bit of photography that was there. About 15. That's actually, where have I got food photography, kitchen studio, kitchen studio. Yes.
Did you say co-working as well?
I didn't say co-working. So, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
You're
Yes.
doing well. You actually get.
What else do we want to be known for?
You've done about 15 more than most, so
Oh,
that's
really?
pretty good. Yeah. So I reckon you save those ones. Make sure
Okay.
it does save this time
Yeah.
as well, because it'd be lousy to lose them. There we go.
Yeah.
So if you think of something else to pick up, I think you've only got one to go. You've
Yeah,
done
fair
well
enough.
there.
I can
Let's
go
go locations on the left-hand side
locations.
and add location.
Straight.
maybe do 91 Moreland and it might pick. Oh, there it's picking up on that. So there you go.
Yeah.
So I was
Okay.
going to say, because often you can do 37 and 39. What is it? 37 and
And 49.
yeah, you
Yeah.
could actually put them in underneath where it's got the suite unit.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, uh,
Maybe go
yeah.
90. Oh, yeah, well, actually, and then you call it. So it depends whether you want to add multiple locations um, in here, because rather than location name, you would call this um, uh, as in where it's got location name, go with. I've just taken the G39 studio, you would call it,
Oh,
right?
right.
So you could, or
Location.
G37 studio, sorry.
Yeah.
And
Location name G37. So do I save? Because that's already ticked to make my primary location.
yep, go save, yep.
Right. And
There you
then,
go. And then you can add and you can do the same, but this time just add, yep. And you can add the other one until such time as it's no longer a location, right?
yeah, right. Footscray, G49. Yeah. Actually, we'll make this the primary for now because that's where we are.
Go.
Okay.
Then you can go hashtags on the left hand side. Yeah.
Yeah, studio.
Yeah, Glow Studios Melbourne.
Are they all the same? Oh, right. Melbourne Live.
Straight away it's working off your name. So yeah, Glow Studios Melbourne, and then go for try photography or photographic studio. Photography. Oh, sorry, one word. Yeah, for hashtags. Yeah. What is it? Photography studio.
Yeah.
Do you need to have studios rather than studio? I guess
No,
from a
'cause
hashtag, actually, from a hashtag search, it's probably just one's enough. Yeah.
yeah, when
Yeah.
people search, they usually search for a photography studio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then film studio, we worked out is slightly, it
Mm.
seemed to be more, so just one word.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's bringing it together anyway. Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
Photography studio, Glow Studios, Melbourne. Yep. I mean, the only so you go save. The only question would be actually in here whether you need Glow Studios Melbourne or just go Glow Studios.
Oh, right. Yes,
What do
because
you
we
think? Because
Glow
we've
Studio,
you delete
Glow
that and just make it Glow
Studio.
Studios rather than Glow Studios Melbourne.
Yeah,
Okay. Yep.
Glow
And then
Studios.
save. Yep. All right. And you can close that one. Yeah. And no thanks. And then what you can do is just copy the URL up the top and paste that into Basecamp. And then go back to LinkedIn and go before, yeah, so back to, oh, did that work? There it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You're, yeah,
I was just changing the order of the tab.
sweeping it around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then see where it's got admin tools up the top right underneath viewers member. It's got admin tools.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll get you to add me onto here as well, where it's got manage admins underneath settings.
Yeah.
And then I'll get you to add admin. And yeah, Steve. This time I'm Steve, not Stephen. So there we go, that
Right.
top fella.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'll hold super admin to get it into Publer at this stage. Yes, just
Yep.
go save. And then I'll get you, I don't even have to accept that one, it just puts you on. Then I'll get you to go view as member up the top. And I'll get you to follow your own business there.
Right.
So that's that. And you are now following. What is that about?
That
Turn it
was notifications to turn them
on. Okay.
on.
And then copy that URL up the top where you don't actually need the everything from the question mark onwards. So just
All
copy
right.
it first, or you can get rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll copy that part like that. Put it into Basecamp, and then we'll also put that into YouTube. That's the last one we need to do there as
So
well.
am I keeping the admin?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Only you
Yeah.
and I actually. If we go in there straight away, we see it as admins.
Oh, right.
But just so you know, everybody else sees it as that member.
As
So
that
you're
one.
better off putting the member one into
Okay.
YouTube. I always think, as I
Yeah.
said, it doesn't matter if you use the other one because the other one is actually just the actual name for the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just
Okay.
when we're telling people, say from the web people, it's usually better just to use the member one just to make sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you can probably, yeah, that's it. Cool. And we'll go publish. And then if you want to go view channel, you should see that looking with all of those links now where it says view channel on the right hand side.
Oh, yeah. Over here. Oh, okay.
There you
Okay.
go. So it's got all of those links in now. If you click
Yeah.
on about, all the other stuff is then.
Yeah. Right. Great.
Okay.
So do those? I mean, obviously the main ones I assume that will be on is LinkedIn because of our target audience. Like I'm thinking LinkedIn, Instagram, obviously Google is important. So these ones here, when you post, like, does your Publer account allow you to go, oh yeah, put this one on all of these channels? Is that
Yeah.
how it
Yeah.
works?
That's
Okay,
what it
great.
does. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So in fact, that's once we just use you, then we'll take a break for lunch and
yeah,
then we'll make sure that they're all in that Publer
yeah,
channel. So
yeah, yeah.
let's go back to LinkedIn.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we'll go to me up the
Oh,
up the
yeah.
top where it's got me and just go profile, view
Oh, yeah, view
profile.
profile.
Yeah. And the first thing you can do, if you scroll down where it says where do you work, now if you start writing in, I see you got community manager. So if you go to the pencil on the right next to the plus, yeah, and go to the pencil next to underneath the plus now, yeah. And then if you put your cursor there where it says Glow Studios, yeah,
Yeah.
and then it should, there you are, yep. So Glow Studios Melbourne, yep. And community manager, yeah, so we're just going to, that's okay.
Yeah.
Let's go save on that.
I might have to change this. This probably got.
So what
I'm
you can
guessing.
do is actually use the same sort of either short or long
Yeah.
about and just put that detail in there. Not many people are going to generally read that probably nowadays, although specifically this is probably, because LinkedIn has that two roles, right? In terms of there's an element of this could be, well, this is all the things that it's almost like your CV blurb, as a
Yeah.
cover letter.
Right.
Well, I manage this, this, and this, and I do this, this, and this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But for most business people that I work with, I just
Yeah.
use it as another way of promoting the business realistically.
Right.
And that's part of your function anyway, right? So,
Yeah.
so anything that helps tell people how they can get involved with Glow Studios, the better, I think.
Yeah. Where did LinkedIn go? Here we go. And I just always get worried because this is like so old. It probably has information from our very first studio.
Yeah.
Although a lot of it is similar. It's not wildly different because we've been in the same area for so long.
Mhm.
Okay.
Go, and you can go save there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can close that one. And now the quickest way to get between your LinkedIn page and your personal profile is actually just to click on that G.
Oh, right.
See where the G is. So if you go on that icon, that'll take you straight to your
To the Glow
page. Just so you
Studios
know, that's
page.
the easy
Okay.
way. Yep.
That's good.
So, but you can go back to me or click on me and go view profile again. Yep. And then what we'll do here is just the written stuff. So where the pencil is underneath your cover image and above the
Yeah.
Glow Studios Melbourne, yeah, go on that. And I would say, well, nowadays actually you can do pronouns, so you could do she, her in there
Yeah.
if you wish. And then headline is, so you're actually, you would say community manager at, so where it says headline,
Yeah.
just above there, so put your community manager at Glow Studios Melbourne.
Okay. So that's already there in
Oh yeah,
current
no, so
position.
that, yeah, but we're gonna, this one actually got more than any of the other ones actually. You got about 250 or 200 characters you can use here. So
Right.
this is the best part to put in what Glow Studios offers, right?
Right. Okay.
Um, so community manager at uh, Glow Studios. Let's put the Melbourne at the end. Glow Studios Melbourne. Um, then let's use those little sticks. So you use a you're up above the one above the backslash,
Yeah.
and then I would use the pretty much there was a slightly longer version. It was the Facebook one, I think, right? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
that says there it is. Uh, yeah, you're probably not going to need to say Glow Studios again, right? So
Right.
there you could actually start with a collection of yeah, that's it.
Um,
So it's 220. There you go. So Glow Studio. So we don't need. So we'll say. I reckon in Melbourne, instead of having the straight up slash, let's make that a just a dash.
right.
So it basically says what it is. Yeah. And I guess we don't need. We don't necessarily need where the location is, or not in its
Yeah.
fullest anyway.
Yeah.
We could just say in the iconic Docklands. Yeah, yeah. As I said, it
Right.
is pretty long, so you probably just
Yeah.
take word, a word or so out of it. Located in,
Mm,
maybe what you could say is located in the iconic Dockland cotton mills, and you maybe don't need in Footscray.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It still looks like we're. I wonder whether it's going to tell
Into
us. Yeah. Then you don't need the facilities include.
there you
Okay.
go.
Now we look like we're okay.
Yeah.
So cyclorama. So what have we got? And then I think we have studios written at the end again, don't
We
we?
do.
Yeah,
So we've got Cyclorama, Green Screen, Daylight,
yeah,
Blackout, and
yeah.
Kitchen Studios.
And I think you probably don't. Yeah, we don't need the phone side of things there as well.
Yeah, I
So
haven't put the phone number in.
we. So yeah, let's go save on that one.
Okay, yeah, the collection. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then where it's got contact info, I'll just get you to click on contact info for me.
Where am I looking?
Sorry, yeah, just your cursor underneath the bio that just updated. It's
Oh,
got,
right. Yep.
yeah,
Contact info.
And here, I'll get you to go that pencil there. Yeah. And then I don't know any other Vicky at Fruitsis. I can't imagine it's that. Oh, yeah, so you can save that. But what I was going to say, so you put the phone number in there. In fact, let's do that first, and then we'll do the thing I want to update
Yeah.
last. So
Oh,
if
okay.
phone type is just mobile, you could use. You can use whatever. You probably just use your current one for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Website. Yeah, websites. Yeah, just usually you can knock off. Yeah, that's it. You don't have to have birthday in there. Probably just it looks like it's missing the HTTP. It looks like the S is missing, so maybe just
Oh,
copy and
yeah.
paste that back in there.
That's probably because it was so long ago.
Yeah, when it first was done. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you've got the other website. You've already got the Facebook one in there.
Company website.
Yeah, and then the other one I would do is actually the Google Map address. So go add address, add website underneath the Facebook one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll do
You've got it.
Google.
Yeah, you can either go, where have we
That's
got it
the
there?
Google Maps. Is
Yeah, go
that
the
right?
Google Map, that one. Yep. Yeah, and you can call it other as well. It's funny, in the past you used to be able to write what it was, but now it doesn't let you do that anymore. It's
Oh,
just
right.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, this has got Creative Asia Plus. That is okay. I'm not really a part of that anymore.
so let's maybe with that one, what you can do is just update the Facebook link then. Yeah.
So, Facebook.
Yeah, there you go. And we can
Okay, great.
we just go save. And then click on that contact info again. And this time,
Oh, I need to
that in
change
there?
that.
Okay, well, if you wanted to, oh yeah, just refresh because that's not the updated stuff. Just close
Yeah,
that and just refresh before you then click on it again. So there you go. Yeah. There you go. That's it.
right.
All right. So now click on the one that's got the numbers after your name, where it's got your profile.
Yep, this one.
Yeah, actually, well, you probably need to go on the pencil first, by the looks. Yeah, yeah. So just go back.
Pencil.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, not pencil. It was contact
it
info,
was the
wasn't it?
pencil in. Yeah, that's right. So click
Edit.
there. Now you've got that little one where it'll open up a new tab. Yeah.
Right.
And then on the right hand side, you'll see there's a little pencil next to your name. Edit your custom URL. Top right.
Oh, edit the custom URL. Yeah.
So let's just go Vicky Fruitsis, one word without all the numbers and the dash in
And the
between your
dash.
name either.
Yeah, right.
And I always love it when we get this. So let's go save.
Yeah. Yeah, because that makes it easy searchable then, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can copy that www and paste that into Basecamp as well because now you're looking tidy.
Yeah.
You can use that on your email and that sort of stuff if you wanted to.
Oh,
So
great. Yeah.
it's your own personal URL if you like. So
Yeah, to LinkedIn.
yeah,
So that's here. So we've got Glow Studios and I've got
yeah,
myself.
that's that. And then if you go back to the LinkedIn, that one there, yeah, and let's just click back home first, maybe on this one, um, so we're in as you. Yeah, just click on the icon. Probably close. So we
Oh,
only want LinkedIn open once. So
right.
just go back to so keep on the one that you're in at the moment because that's the
Right.
most recent one. If you click
Yep.
on home up the top,
Was,
or
oh, yeah, home here.
yeah, yeah, that'll take you to the feed. Hi, Vicky. Are you hiring? And then you can close the one on the left because we don't need that
This
open
one.
anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
And I reckon from that, so I don't forget, what we can do actually, just as one last thing. So that's all the sites. So if you go Basecamp,
Yep.
back to Basecamp on the left, um, you can probably, if you can probably just add this comment now that you've put all that good stuff in there. So scroll down and just go add comment.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then if you go up, so scrolling up, and we're going to just right click on, there's a Publer link above the planning session,
All right.
and that gives you the free version of the things. A little bit higher into the settings area, setup area still. Yeah, just about here. There we are in the
Yep.
Publer.
Yep.
Yeah, just open that in a new tab, and then you're going to go sign up for free, and you just do your email. Yeah, Vicky at, and just go sign up. Oh, what's that asking you to verify? Yeah.
Traffic lights. Traffic lights. Traffic lights. I think that's all of them.
Yeah. And then go to your email before you can do the next bit. So if you actually go to your email,
Oh, go to my.
yeah, because it'll
Oh,
ask you to
okay.
confirm that that's your email.
Gotcha. Publer. Confirm email address.
Here we go. And what we'll do is now you can just go Glow Studios. Yeah. And we'll do our copy and paste. It's the same as Twitter and Insta,
Yep.
which is here, I
Just
think, up
here.
there.
Yep.
Yep.
Save.
Okay.
Agree and continue.
Okay, and we'll go get started. And what are we? Yep. So this is, well, what is it? What does it say? Oh,
Small
your
business
role.
owner for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go with that.
How did you find out about? Someone referred it to me, which
Yeah.
is yourself. Um,
How do you intend? And I think it talks about I want.
be more active on
Yeah,
social,
that's the one. Yeah.
plan my
Let's.
posting strategy,
Yeah. Let's go
any
with
of
that
those
top one.
really.
Yeah. Um, and then continue. They've updated. There's a few more steps than there used to be. So
Yeah, right.
workspace name. So again, it's uh, Glow Studios, and then industry.
Oh, okay. It's I'll just put zero education, government, healthcare, insurance, manufacturing, entertainment, other. I'm just going to put other
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
Doesn't really.
It's not going to affect here. Yeah. In
Yeah.
this case. And what we should be able to do is let's add Facebook.
Yep. Page.
Yep. So the free one lets you add 3. So
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
so we put 3 in, and then I upgraded into our one, which is a paid version, and
Right.
basically then we can post to 5. So
Right. So here it's saying my password, obviously, for my personal account, right? Because Facebook
yeah, that's
always
right. So that's
operates.
the same as, yeah, exactly. So that you can then access and then it'll ask you what page. So that'll be
Right.
the next step. It'll do the same for Instagram as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, continue as Vicky. Yeah. And then you click which one it is. So it's Glow Studios. Yeah. And then,
yes,
yeah, that looks okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
and then okay, and it'll still ask you to tick on it. I think once it, I think okay, and then yeah, connect
Yeah.
and
Connected.
confirm. Yeah, and then
Continue.
should be able to do the same for Instagram. So if you do Instagram, because it's basically the same process for Instagram because
Yeah.
they're the same, one and the same virtually. Continue. There, and there we are. Yep. And yep, it's under the same thing. Yep. And connect. Yep. And continue. And then let's do Google just because it's
Oh, yeah.
the others. As I said, I'll do Twitter and LinkedIn as
Yeah.
the fourth and fifth. And what you'll finish up, you'll be able to flick between your profiles. You'll see where there's the five, and if you ever wanted to use it yourself, then you can do it that way too. So,
Yeah.
um,
So, um,
yeah. And then again, it'll ask you which one. You just select which of your business accounts. It's actually a pretty good platform. It's, in fact, I reckon it's better. I used to use Hootsuite for a long time,
yeah.
and I believe it to be certainly a much better value, if not just better. Full stop. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
I really yeah, it's really good.
That's excellent. Yeah, I do like. Yeah, I haven't. Like I said, social media has never sort of focused on it, so I haven't really tried it. In the very early days, I think we had started Hootsuite,
Yeah,
and yeah, look, I guess it was great at the time,
yeah,
but with all those columns and everything, and social wasn't our
yeah.
space, so it just sort of seemed like this,
Yeah, well,
other massive
Hootsuite,
thing.
that's the other thing. It used to be, I started with it 10 years ago. And so the actual professional platform back in the day was pretty good value. But
Yeah.
now the equivalent of what I've got would cost me thousands. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
oh,
And
right.
then the free platform just became worse and worse. It just was, too.
Limited.
I just want to, yeah. So let's
Yeah.
go continue at the bottom here.
Yeah.
And then we literally have, let's go setting up. Okay. And I'll get you just to put your little icon in there as well. So on the top right, it's got yeah, that one there. Click on that, and oh, actually, where's your
Workspaces there.
I sorry, top right. The one that's got the pink
Yeah.
GS. That
Yeah.
one on the far right. Yeah, and just go settings there, and just make sure. I think the dates and everything should be all right. You've got
Okay.
the change. You can update to the G. It's funny the GS isn't too far off the G.
Yeah, that's right.
It's gone with the pink. Let's pick the right
There we
do that.
go. Time.
And then the time's all good. And is there a save at the bottom, or is it just going to do that? Is that what it is?
There's a got it. Oh no, that's cookies. So got that. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't
So it looks all
really.
right. So I think that's all we probably need to do.
Yeah.
On the left hand side, if you click create, so yeah, and then that's basically the look of how it would normally be. But and at the moment, nothing's been posted. But if you
Yeah.
click on posts, um, then it'll come up. There's nothing scheduled,
Yeah.
but if you click down, you can see in the future you'll be able to see what's been posted and that sort of stuff. The
Listed
thing
there.
will be is that ultimately, I think it's interesting the way then once I add you into our Publer, I think there's a swap between because I'll just use the same email, right? So all of a
Yeah.
sudden you'll get a thing that says the more the merrier or whatever, and
Yeah.
basically um, to know that you're in ours, all of a sudden you'll be able to see the three on the left hand. Sorry, the five on the left hand side, not
Right.
just
Yeah.
three, right? So that'll be the
Yeah.
difference. Cool, but that's we've done really well. I'm
Okay.
really
Great.
pleased with what we've been able to get through. There was literally not a single glitch in that, was there? So
Yeah,
that was
and
awesome.
we thought Instagram was going to be problematic because I couldn't get the thing on, but it seemed to sort itself out.
Yeah,
So
as you
that
said,
was
might have
good.
just been sizing, but I do know that can be an issue. I've had it myself at times with
Yeah,
where you think I've had it where, and I think you might have said this happened to you, where it actually shows that it has been updated,
yeah,
but then when it hasn't, right? So you can't, it doesn't say. But no, I think
yeah.
we're all fine now, so
Wonderful.
that's looking really good.
Great.
So let's take a You okay? How long do you want to take for a lunch? Something to
Yeah.
eat? Yep.
Oh, I'm happy. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just like, what do you normally take?
So let's well, I was thinking it's 25 past 1 now.
Yeah,
Let's let's aim for, say, I don't know, 10 to 2.
yeah,
I'll
easy.
just go and buy I might go and get a roll or something, I reckon, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
and give us time to, you can probably
Time to eat.
check your emails if you need to, but
Emails. Yeah,
otherwise make sure you're well refreshed, and I'll see you back here. We can probably, in fact, what I'll do, I'll